T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
LadyChann! Fight!
I'm muted. Yet again, a bitch is rusty. Yo, hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep nonetheless, and welcome to Come Box with Shan. We are here, and it's the weekly wrap-up show. We in the booties. Oh my God, sorry for the tardiness. I'd say it every week, but one of my New Year's resolutions is to be, I'm not always there when you call, but I'm never on time. I am actually there when you call, but I'm just never on time. But don't worry, I'm fixing it. So thank you guys for coming through like the morning woo. Yeah, it's just a bit of a difference in the setup. So there's still some tweaks that I should get my lady ass up and running and doing. I've been doing some other bits and pieces. So let me just do the members only roll call first, and then I will bring on my amigos. My amigos. This one's going to be a good one, actually. So let me get the members only roll call. And I need to sort out this. I think the mic's going to have to go. Yeah, that's right. Because I don't know if you guys can still. Does my mic sound nice? Jiggity check 1, check 2. Does my mic sound nice? And let me just check what the lighting scenario looks like as well. Because, we got to get that right as well. So just make sure everything remains raw. Where am I? There I am. Let's have a look. They got the ads on for the old girl, have they? Jesus. Let's have
trading 212.
212. This is.
Your order's nearly complete. Turn your great business idea into reality. 212.
212. Let's just take that off. And oh yeah, okay. Aye. Cool. We're good. We're in the booties. I know this one. We do have a members only live on Thursday. So we have, let's go, Zara K. Stephen T. Listen to the Queen, Lisa Biles. Mr. Beckford, what up, man? In the booties. What up, man? Retro boxing and documentaries, boxing, blood boxing. In the booties. Commission Henry. In the booties. Enrique Vittorio, mi hermano. In the booties. To the night, Harlem's finest, my sister. In the booties. Two start boxing, mi hermano también. In the booties. Charlie. In the booties. AJ, in the booties. In the edificio. In the booties. And last but not least, Nelson's finest, Dr. P. In the booties. So, right, introducing, introducing, Introducing. We got a few. So let me do it one by one. So I'm going to bring you on one by one. So just wait, okay? Introducing my co-host, Kenny Ken. Introduce in. Ding, 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 ding. I've got another one. I've got another one to come through. I'm introducing. I like the fireworks, Kenny. Introducing. Introducing. It's Marco Boxing. Ding, 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 ding. I like the fireworks, Kenny. And then we've got this one. This one's a great one. A good old blast from the past. And I'm glad it's at the present. And Happy New Year to us all. It brings a smile on my face to see my old compadre come rolling through. As you can see, yes. I'm introducing. 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 It's introducing the fight fair figure. I think he's falling asleep behind the camera. Come on, fight fans, where are you?
Bang, bang. It's been a hot minute. You all been good?
I know. What up? Thanks for joining us, Lee. Yeah, it's been a minute, Lee. Yeah, thank you for joining. Do you remember Kenny Ken is our compadre, fight fan figures?
Of course I remember Kenny Ken. Kenny Ken, you good?
Yeah. Kenny Ken, you're muted.
Hello,
Ken, you're muted.
Hello.
Right.
I remember. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Lee, not coming up. No cam up. Lee, are you coming? Are you staying off camera? Lee and Marco
today. Off camera. It's a late one.
Lee and Marco's off camera, and Shani and Kenny Ken's on camera. It's all good in the hood. It's as long as your presence is there. Lee, have you got a picture that you can flick on?
Can't you see my picture?
No, we can't see it. I know. So it's really fucking trash how they've changed it all up. Yes, Marco. So what's the scenario? My mic is okay. Oh. Sorry. Yeah. I have to since it's been moved, it's a bit okay. It's like it's heavy for this. Okay, so as long as y'all can hear me, it's all good in the morning here. Okay, so this is, as we know, the weekly wrap-up shiggity show. I've got no picture.
Impressive.
No picture still there. What's happened, Lee? I know it does this. Since it's had these new updates over the last couple of years, it's been doing that. Let me just get the banner. She is I and I am her. Oh, let me do this banner. And Kenny Ken, how have you been? Happy New Year to everybody on the panel as well. As usual,
I've been in a cold. I was in a cold country for about a few days last week.
How did it go? Did you see the lights? The what are they called again, Lee?
The Northern Lights. Saw the Northern Lights twice. I had to go in the middle of Iceland to see it. It was from about 9:30 to 1:30. We were out on the coach. But a day later, when we went on a boat, we saw it. So I went. First day we went on the boat, didn't see Northern Lights. Second day, before we got on the coach, we saw it. Then we saw it when we were out, and then on the boat we saw it. So very, very cold country. And there's no semblance of daylight in Iceland because it's cold. Because but it was good.
Winter. So they've got like 3 hours of daylight in the winter, and then in the summer they have 3 hours of night in the summer.
weird, very strange. But it's nice in that respect. Bloody cold though, but I think it's actually colder here than in Iceland. To be honest, believe it or not.
It's blitzed right now. I don't know. It's gone really cold, and we had some sleet yesterday. Did you see the sleet? I don't know if you lot saw the sleet, but we had sleet. The sleet was in the boot, you see. There we go. Okie dokes. You right, Marco? How's you? You're muted. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you. How are you?
Happy New Year to you. Thanks for joining the little old me. Little I said the fly. So we're here with the lads as usual. Shan chopping it up. So let's get into what we are going to be talking about. Oh God, boxing! Oh, boxing, we love you.
Round 1, fight.
So, right, we're gonna talk about who saw the card at the weekend.
I saw what was there of it to see. I saw.
It was a bit crazy to say the least. I'm going to start with Kenny Can. We'll go round and we'll talk about. So we'll talk about. I saw the bits of the Barboza fight. Did that end in Barboza stopping? Who was he fighting? Stopping the dude. It did, and it was a stoppage. But I mean, it's whatever. We'll go to you lot can touch on that. But I kind of wanted to skip to his debut fight in America, the co-main with fucking Ohara Davies, a former panel member of us. We got to tell him to come back to the fold because it looks like boxing may not be the place for him, and he might be back on Channy's panel. God, yeah. I mean, that was tragic. Very tragic. Go ahead, Kenny Ken.
Well, think about it, as you can imagine, I've been all over, getting back, doing my football stuff, doing all the Arsenal stuff. So I haven't had much time for the boxing. One thing I did, I managed to swerve Ohara, which is a shame because he's a Hackney boy and I'm from Islington. I actually had to watch a certain fight 3 or 4 times to ask myself, did I see it right? And it's the VERGIL Ortiz versus Lawson fight. I had to say myself, he didn't do that, the referee, did he? He did do that. So I had to watch it 3 or 4 times. I said, did he really, really stop the fight? Because
No, we're going to start with, we'll get to that. We're going to start with the Ohara Davies. I need you to start with Ohara Davies.
You know what? I've been away for a while, so I have to doubt your superior knowledge on Ohara, mate.
Oh, you didn't see the Ohara? Well, I mean, it was only around, if that. Oh, so you didn't watch the Ohara one?
No, I did. I stayed up for the VERGIL Ortiz fight for already. I watched the VERGIL Ortiz fight the next day. Ohara Davies, I haven't heard.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go with. We'll get back to you again, Ken. Then we'll go with Marco Boxeo.
What's up?
The Ohara Davies fight. I mean, his debut with Golden Boy.
Yeah, I didn't know much about him.
Yeah.
I guess they signed him, so they had high hopes. But he took a fight that's a lose-lose fight. You know what I mean? Because even if he beat him, people say, "Oh, he beat an old guy." He's But I've heard stories about Barroso and his punching power and sparring stories, and he's one of those like 1 in a million punchers apparently. And power doesn't leave you till the very end. So he got caught, and that was it.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh, we got. I'm introducing, introducing my co-host as well, AJ all day. It's Alex. I didn't know you was gonna make it. Ding, 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 ding. What up, AJ all day? I I was like, get well soon, because I didn't know if you was gonna be okay. Like you said from yesterday, like, but I'm so happy to see you. Look, we've got
Salute everybody. How y'all doing?
We've got Kenny Ken, Fight Fans figures pictures still not up there. We've got our old compadre Fight Fan figures. We've got Marco Boxing from Marco Boxing YouTube channel. I mean, it's a fucking full panel. Kaboom! Lee, where's your picture? Can you not put a picture on there?
I'm scrolling because it shows it on my phone, but I'm trying to scroll.
It does that on the phone, but like last week it did that to AJ, and then I said, "Oh, AJ, your picture's there now that you put it up." And then when I watched it on playback, AJ, your picture wasn't there the whole the whole show.
Oh, son of a! Am I here now? Can you see me?
It's there now.
Okay.
Let me look on thingy. Can you guys see all of everybody that's got a picture on it?
I can see that mine is on. Yeah, everybody else is on there. I can see mine.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I just brought the YouTube broadcast to it. Yeah, everybody's got a picture except
Leon.
Yes.
Fight Fans. Yeah. Oh, just want to say thank you, Zara, for rejoining the Shannaholics. Let's go. You know what to do, guys. You know we have fun over there in the Shannaholics. Let's go. You never should have Allah. That's right. Join the Shannaholic for a price of a little bit of coffee.
Salute everybody. Good to have you back, Leon. How you been, man?
Yes, I've been very good. I've been very good. Good to be on the panel with you again.
Leon, we need to send congratulations as well. Can I send congratulations to you?
Of course you can.
Yes. So, Fight Fan figures. He got married maybe about Lee, about a month or two ago?
Congrats.
No, end of August.
God, even longer than that.
4 months.
Sorry, end of August. Fight Fan figures. He's off the market. He's in the boot. No, he's left the single boot. He's in. Shouts out. Yeah. So congratulations on your nuptials, and may you continue to have happiness and love, light, and laughter within your marriage. So I'm really happy for you. We didn't get an invite, none of us, but
Listen, there was about 11 guests.
You didn't want us.
Well, we managed to offend everybody.
Oh, guys, that was so good. I don't blame you. You wouldn't want us there anyway. You know what I mean? They would have said, you know what, the wedding's fucking off with these loons. Your wife would have said, are these really your mates? You said, no, we ain't having that. But so it's all good. I'm glad you had a good old time. And where did you went honeymoon? Where did you end up?
Maldives.
Oh my God, that's that way. Oh my God. Shut up. It's on the list. Yeah. Was it wicked? Was it everything that I think it is? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah, and mad expensive, but I'm going anyway. So.
Yeah, crazy expensive.
Yeah. Is it expensive to the degree of like 20 racks UK? 20 racks or less?
No, it can be. It can be. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that at all. It doesn't have to be.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it can. Well, I'm going anyway because I'm going because it's already been a request and the request is accepted. So I'm going. But so stand by. CHANN in the Maldives is somewhere that I've always wanted to go. So yeah, I've got to go. But yeah, shouts out to you, Lee. Anyway, we'll get back to what we was talking about. Oh, AJ, do you want to talk about Ohara Davies? I mean, I know. Let Leon, Ohara Davies.
I was gutted for him. I mean, he just got caught clean. He got out way too quickly both times. It was as if he just got out way too quickly. I don't know if he was trying too hard on his US debut, but he jumped up. You're wise to just take the 8 count, take some deep breaths, gather your thoughts, look to your corner. But he just seemed to jump up, and he just clearly just wasn't recovered. And I don't know whether Barbosa's got lead in his hands or something, but he seems to pack a punch. But it made me think, Has Rowley got? Is Rowley? Does he make Rowley look a bit better? The way that he just dismantled Ohara Davies in less than a round.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And we all know Rowley. Hey, can I just say happy birthday to my sister, the Queen Harlem's fucking finest, my sister R to the let. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sis. I'll get at you after the show. Happy birthday to Arlette. Anyway, yeah, and please, everybody, can you hit the like button? What do you think, though, Lee, happens with what's going to happen with what does Oscar De La Hoya do with him now? Fucking hell.
He might drop him. To be honest, he brought him in there to do a job. He was very shocked. So, I mean, he was saying that his opponent had a puncher's chance and he got caught with a punch.
Right.
It depends really how much he likes him, because it's like what does he do with him? Because I think the aim was for him to get a title shot, beat Rowley, and then be fed to Garcia. But that's clearly not happened.
It's fucked up his whole thing, isn't it?
But how often does this happen? You plan fights ahead of after fights, and the boxing gods just laugh on your plans. You know, you're not supposed to do that. It's just very dismissive of the opponent.
Right.
And I was genuinely gutted. A big part of me was happy, like, because I've lived in Hackney for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
So I wanted my, I wanted Ohara Davies to do well.
Yeah, I did. In the way, I was Leighton for 11 years, so it was like, and O's been with us for a long time, wasn't he, Lee, for a bit?
Well, look, I like a comeback story. After we had that kind of those controversial
he was with us on the show. Remember?
Oh, really?
Remember? It was me, you, Andy, Ohara. Do you remember, Lee?
I don't remember the one with Ohara Davies, I really don't remember that.
Ohara as a panelist.
Are you sure I was there on that one?
Yeah.
Sure, I would have remembered Ohara Davies. I'm sure I would have remembered.
It was the 1960s, and we had and you had Ohara coming in. You had my intro, your intro. Yeah, it was me. Yeah, Ohara was with us. God, you forgot. You forgot him like that, Lee. Anyway, go back and you'll see Ohara back on the show, on my beginning to my early shows with myself, Fight Fan, Andy, what's the other one? Jermaine. It was all of us. It was us lot, all on the panel. Leon's forgotten.
Well, do you remember? You kind of got me into this.
Yeah, you was with us though. You was with us with Ohara. I interviewed Ohara as one of my first interviews, and then by the time it was panel, it was me, you. We used to do more of the daytime, the English times though.
Yes.
Yeah. It was then. It was before we was doing like the weekly wrap up in the night. It was in the daytime we'd more do, and Ohara's on. You go back and have a look, you'll see yourself there. It's with Ohara. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I said he'll have a job back on the panel. He can come back any time, because I don't know if boxing's for him. Do you think he's of levels? Anyone could try, because to me, I just think it shows he quit in the Josh Taylor fight. I mean, if you couldn't, I'm happy because Barroso is my hermano de Venezuela, so my Venezuelan brother. So, if my British brother didn't win, my Venezuelan brother won. So, I mean, I'm still happy.
He was clearly done a disjustice when he was controversially stopped for his title shot. Okay. So a big part of me was happy for him, because it's redemption. But it was just crushing. It was just crushing for Ohara Davies. Absolutely crushing.
It was It was embarrassing. It was.
Do you think there's a thing with Brits when we go over to the US on our debut, just trying too hard? I think sometimes you just think to yourself, just get the win, even if you win ugly, just get it over with.
I'm going to tell you what it is. This is my honest opinion. us as Brits are not used to fighting Mexicans and a lot of people from the Latin continent, because there's not really any Mexicans in the UK, so we're not used to the I'm not saying that Barroso's Mexican, but I'm just saying we've seen lots of upsets by Mexicans. They come with a come forward style. They're usually 6,000 miles above sea level, so they've got good stamina. They're hella strong. They come from a place where they've got to be strong, because it's also third world, and we just don't have a punch resistance to that type of punch. Do you understand? So I think British fighters need to get flying Mexican fighters in camp to get used to this style. And I think people like the Barrosos and who else is really hard hitting, or Jorge Linares, those types of fighters coming from Venezuela again, Argentinians. We're not used to him here, and we've seen many an upset. And then you can even put Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua. They're not used to it. I think it's a different set of levels of punches and styles, and that's what it boils down to. I don't know.
I think it's promoters in the background saying, "This is your US debut. Go for the knockout. Be exciting. You know, you can't be defensive," because that's what you would say, isn't it? The record books will say, you go in against a Latin fighter, be defensive, don't get caught on the inside, try and box them on the outside, and maybe do something a bit later on in the rounds. But Ohara Davies, he just went straight for it, he's. It was like the first couple of exchanges, he was just swinging. I was just like, ouch, because I was lucky because he was on quite late here, and I just woke up in time for it, and I was like, perfect, and I was just shocked. It was like over as soon as it started.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is fucking pathetic. I was on Twitter. I was like, O needs to just maybe hang it up, because I mean, if you remember, Eddie Hearn dropped him, and then he won that competition, and he had the choice whether he was going to go with Queensbury, at the time maybe Pro Bellum. I think he went with someone that kind of turned on its head, and then he kind of went underground, and then he then all of a sudden he popped up with Golden Boy. So fresh new start, XYZ.
Great opportunity.
Yeah. But Golden Boy stable is predominantly Mexican fighters. So, I mean, you knew you was going to be food to the Mexican lads, and you ain't had Mexican sparring with Mexican lads. It was, and then obviously maybe Oscar De La Hoya. I just think Oscar De La Hoya signed him probably just because to feed him to, like you said, because he was originally up for Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero. He don't beat none of them. Ohara don't beat none of them, unfortunately.
Well, I would have thought he had a great chance on Saturday, and he just got wiped out. It was just, I don't know if it was a case of, because we kind of see Rolly Romero as a bit of a joke, we kind of underestimated his opponents. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Maybe it's just, hey Lisa, maybe it's just a bit of my lack of knowledge on Barroso. I mean, he's got loads of knockouts when I had a look.
23 out of 25 fights. Yeah.
It was just his age, though. You just think, how is he doing it? How is he still?
Last thing that leaves is power. Last thing that leaves is power. So that, like I said, and I think he still carrying feelings with which we'll get on to with, you know, one of the worst refs of the year, fucking Tony Weeks. But let's go. You know where we're at. Aftermind everyone. The weekly wrap up to the show. AJ all day.
Well, you hear me?
Yeah, we was dying, weren't we? We was like, what the fuck's just happened there? Yeah, when that fight.
I mean, going into the fight, I realized something that I haven't seen too much of. Well, I actually haven't really seen a lot of Ohara Davies fights. I realized something. I've maybe seen 2. That was the Josh Taylor fight, and even though I don't really remember that because it was a long time ago,
What's the one before that? The loss that he had before that?
Josh Taylor was his first loss. That was his first loss.
Oh, was that? He's had 3 losses, right? Now this was his.
Then he lost to Jack Catterall on points after that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that fight, but then the last fight I saw.
I was at that fight.
What was that?
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I was at the Carroll loss. I was at me and my daughter watched it. We went all the way up to Leicester in the Leicester Bonington. We went up to watch it. Yeah.
Lost on points, didn't he? Bloody hell.
Yeah, Jack Catterall, I pointed him. Then that was the second loss. Then the fight that I saw, I didn't see this one, but I just saw the knockout when he knocked out Lewis Ritson early last year. Stopped him in 9 rounds to the body. I just saw that was a nice knockout there. So just going in, I thought Davies would win. I mean, and Oscar did sign Davies to Golden Boy, defeated Ryan as a stepping stone. I mean, that was clearly obvious because he was he was pretty much the mandatory for the WBA. And, Oscar saw that, so, okay, let me scoop him up, and then I'll pitch him in with Ryan. But Rolly's being a chicken shit and then trying to hold the belt hostage. So, but either way, I thought Davies was going to win either by points or by stoppage. And that's not what happened. Barroso saw the script and flipped and tore it up completely again this time. And I just it's funny because I haven't really seen much of Barroso either. I mean, but this just goes to show that, like, maybe Barroso was destined to be champion.
Maybe.
I mean, this because we all know Tony Weeks screwed him over last year. Everybody knows that, and we're gonna continue on to that. I'm sure we're gonna go in on Mr. Weeks, but
we're gonna go on Mr. Weeks for sure.
Hate it.
I mean, I don't want. So just me saying that, me admitting that me not having seen a lot of Ohara Davies fights, I don't want to say he's bad, even though I kind of ripped on him on the phone. You heard me, Chan. It's like he just got caught by a shot and he couldn't recover from it. That's pretty much it, And if he hadn't got caught, who's to say, like, if he'd have got stopped later on or if the fight went for a few more rounds, But credit to Barroso, man. I mean, that's something. Oscar is just kicking himself right now. Probably he's just thinking, like, what the hell am I going to do now? Like, seriously. It's just like
some get out clause. They're like, just sweet, because I really don't know where
he was going to use them anyway. He was going to feed the Ryan anyway. But it's like, but now it's like he just got found out early by this everybody saying this old man.
Do you think he's got options on Barroso and he can hopefully?
I was actually thinking that. I was thinking he could probably sign Barroso to Golden Boy.
Yeah,
just so he doesn't go anywhere. So
I think Barroso is signed somewhere, and he had been shelved for a long time. I don't want to say that as a fact, but I think I want to say he's either just got out of a situation, so he could be a free agent to be signed, or he's still
because he was on PBC last year, and he's on his own this year. So he probably does is free.
But I think it was an agent, someone that he was with. It was like a small promoter,
right?
Small promotions company. It wasn't anyone big that we may know it. I just forget who it was. But I think that would be the Eddie Hearn move when Eddie Hearn, brings in the Latin fighters. They beat his fighters, and then he signs them. That's the best thing to do, to be honest.
Might as well.
In-house fights, and then Teamy did that with Lara, didn't he?
Yep.
Did that we even did it with Baumgardner when she beat Harper. Those are, Don Kings did it. It seems like it's a strategy. He beat my fighter.
Yeah. Eddie signs guys people who beat his fighters. That's what he's done several times.
Lots of upsets in Eddie's in Eddie's stables. But I mean, maybe that's a good question. Maybe Golden Boy does sign Barroso. I just don't know where Ohara Davies goes at all. But I mean, where does Barroso's now WBA interim?
Correct.
Okay, well, shouts out to Barroso. Does anybody want to chime in on anything more on the Barroso thing?
You said that you don't know where Ohara Davies goes.
Yeah, where does he go?
Well, the thing about it, he's only 30. He's 32. He's only 32 this year.
Yeah.
So I don't know how old that is in boxing terms. He is capable of making a comeback. But one of the things that resonated with me, what you said about Mexican fighters, there's one thing you both left out. They come to win, whoever they are. You think about the Mexican fighters of, all Hispanic fighters. Look what happened with Josh Warrington.
Lara.
Yeah.
And Lee Wood.
Let's look
at Wood. Yep.
Lee Wood. You've mentioned AJ, and obviously you mentioned Ohara Davies, but
AJ Ruiz.
They're not big deals because they know that they're the underdog, and they know that if they win that fight, they change the whole landscape of their careers. They get the big fights. They start earning the big money. So they got just as big incentive as, like the main man, obviously the British fighter who goes abroad, or the Mexicans they bring in. I don't know a poor Mexican fighter, do you?
No, I mean, by the way, Ken, let me ask you guys something. There was a Mexican that just upset Gary Coley. What's that guy's name? There was not long ago.
I didn't watch it, but I know.
That?
Yeah, but I didn't watch it. But I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Gary Coley, insanely tall, like lightweight, over 6 feet. He got upset by it. He got put in with a Mexican with a high knife, and he got stopped in like 3 rounds.
As well, didn't he?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I know. I think it's because Brits are not used to fighting Mexicans. I know that's what it is. That style ain't. It ain't over here. It ain't over here. Who do we have? Any of the British lads? Who do we have that fights like Mexicans here? That's just a come forward, straightforward. The smaller weights, pressure fighters that can bang, got stamina. And but who was Josh?
But he can't bang.
Josh Warren ain't faced someone that's a Josh Warren, and then when he was faced,
he's a pressure fighter. He ain't got the power, has he?
And that's how he comes unstuck every time. He fights like he doesn't have the durability for that.
Yeah,
but a punching power.
This is what I'm saying, and a lot of them Mexicans lads do. Not all of them, but it's just a different style. And if you ain't faced it before, you don't know how to attack it. So I'm not sure why they're not flying out Mexican fighters for sparring. They're going to have to start doing that, to be honest. Yeah. But Marco, where does if you're in the building, where does Barroso go? Do you think he wins?
He's probably going to rematch Rolly. I just heard that he's being ordered. Rolly's being ordered to rematch Barroso. He gets stripped. So
really?
Yeah, I just heard that. I heard the WB, whichever title he has, I forget.
Yeah, WBA.
Barroso's going to be a problem. I'm telling you, he's going to be a problem for. He's at 140, right? Yeah, for all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could punch. He could punch really hard. He's experienced. He's a pretty good counter puncher too. I've been watching him a little bit. He's not just closing his eyes and bombing away. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Is he southpaw? Was he southpaw?
I don't think he's a southpaw.
Ohara Davies is southpaw, is he?
Right. I don't.
Davies is orthodox.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And Ben Barroso is a southpaw. He is. Barroso's a southpaw.
He is a southpaw.
He is,
Yeah. Because as soon as his team said he's going to throw after your shot, he's going to throw after. As soon as Ohara threw the shot, he just came over. Boom! It was a left hook, wasn't it? It was an equilibrium shot, and Ohara got up, like Leon said, way too quick. Because that's probably out of shock and embarrassment. I think
he was embarrassed personally.
Yeah. But I mean, and then when he got dropped again, I mean, he should have just waited to the 7 count and then raised up on the 8. He knows it's like all of his common sense and all of his experience. So Ohara Davies just left the booties in.
But I don't know if because certain boxers seem to have practiced how to respond if you get a knockdown. I mean, one person who I was very impressed with how they handled their knockdown with Clarissa Shields when she got floored by Hannah Gabriels.
Mm-hmm.
She went and it got caught on the inside. Next thing she's on her backside, and she takes the 8 count. She takes a deep inhale, exhale, relaxes, and like, all right, I'm going to get this girl. And then she gets up. A lot of composure. That's how you do it. You know, the way Tyson Fury did it against with the Wilder knockdown in that first fight they had, the first one, the 12th round knockdown. Took all his time on the floor. He did his one like on his back. Took the deep breaths. Okay, I'm going to do this. Get up, and you know he survived the rest of the rounds. It is definitely a style, and I don't know if a lot of boxers don't practice what to do if you ever get knocked out or knocked down. How to compose yourself, you know, shake it off. Joseph Parker, when he gets buzzed, he shakes his head. He like literally shakes it off. He's another one that's very good at dealing with getting buzzed. I'm not sure. I can't remember studying how he is when he gets knocked down. But when he's buzzed, he shakes it off and he kind of composes himself on his feet. It's a technique, and I don't know if a lot of them take the necessary time to decide, to train what to do in those scenarios, because you're going to have a very stellar career if you never hit the canvas. It's something that might happen, and you don't want to be jumping up too quickly or doing the wrong thing when it does happen, because you might not recover.
Right, but I mean, doesn't Ohara? He's been floored a couple of times. He should know how to, but he quit in the Josh Taylor fight, so he got floored.
Turned his back in that, didn't he?
Yeah, he turned his back. Then when he was on the floor, didn't he? He got floored and he was on his ass, wasn't he? Was it a body shot that got him on that Josh Taylor fight, if I remember? It was a bit common, and then he turned his back, and then that was just the end, and then everyone was like, "Oh, he's a quitter." So I mean, it's not like what up, Ras Clark? Anyway, that's. I guess we can wrap up the Ohara Davies thing. We don't know where you said Ohara Davies.
Best of luck to him. Don't know where he does from here.
Proof Jose Felix beat Cully. That's it.
That's the guy. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
That's the geezer. Ohara Davies looked odd, and punches looked in slow mo. Yeah, he just looked. I don't know if it's just because he's just had such a long bout of inactivity. Like, he just hasn't been. But you would have thought this was a fight that I'm sure Oscar said, you can win this. It's a, welcome back fight. And you couldn't even win it. Oscar must be. I heard what Oscar said. He was like, this is boxing, and things like that happen. But I'm thinking behind the scenes, Oscar's just like off with his head. Off with his head. We don't need him.
He's probably furious.
Of course. I wonder how much he signed him for. He's probably thought, this geezer ain't it, son. You know what I mean? But Ohara Davies had to come out eating humble pie. And that's another thing as well, because he's quite mouthy, to say the least, right? Because he's quite mouthy and he said so much bullshit. People are like, kind of like, the geezer from Simpsons. Ha ha. So,
I mean, I do respect that, because he never hid, did he? Same with Sonny Edwards.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they've got all the mouth and then they lose and then they just disappear, go radio silent.
Yeah.
He came out, he put his apology out, and he's going to take his kicks now, isn't he? Everyone's going to kick him when he's down, and it kind of feels like I'm doing it now, but I'm just giving my honest analysis as a fight fan.
Yeah.
It was shocking, but it was a.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was a last chance for him. It was a second chance to do something. He would have been mandated for a world title, and he came up shockingly short. It was a devastating, embarrassing loss.
It's embarrassing. I think he's a C-class fighter. He's not a head of fighter.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's C-class. Like, if you put him in the scope, Ryan beats him, and he's not a fucking A-class fighter either. I'll talk about him. Rowley would.
Is he C-class, or was that just a C-class loss?
He's C-class. Has Ohara ever been he's never been a world champ.
No,
No.
I would have put him on B level. I wouldn't have said C.
Oh, I don't know, because I think.
Well, every time he stepped up a bit, he's lost to Josh Taylor, to Jack Catterall, stuff like that. So
yeah, Jack Catterall's not even A class.
Yeah,
Jack Catterall's B class. Catterall's B class. Even Catterall at one point was C class. Everyone was like, before the Josh Taylor, oh, he's domestic. I was like, oh, Catterall's domestic kind of level. So you could put Catterall C plus B minus. And if you get outpointed by, granted, Jack Catterall is better than what we thought he was. I mean, he's had the last showing the other day. It wasn't that good. But I mean, if you can't beat a Jack Catterall, if you can't beat a 40-year-old Venezuelan brother, you can't beat Josh Taylor. Granted, Josh Taylor was, on a striking while the iron was hot and doing his run, and then went on to be undisputed. But he's even flailed. I don't even have Josh Taylor as an A-class fighter. So I mean, I'm gonna have to put Ohara Davies he's a C minus, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Garcia, fucking Super El Matias smashes him to bits. Fucking Devin Haney makes him look like a joke. Teofimo Lopez turns his lights out. Like, he's not faring well with none of them lads.
He's in a very, very, very deep division. He's in a deep division, so it's a long way back.
Yeah. Even Regis coming off the Devon loss would pick him apart.
Yeah, Regis beats him as well. Like, I don't know. I'd have to go down the list to find someone that Ohara would be able to. And that's showing that he's not of top echelon. He ain't even fringe world. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't really. He's 31. He's not old, but he's not young. He's not young for that division, is he? He's getting on for that division. He should be a bit more established by then. By 31. Look what the other lads are doing. They're 23, 24, 25, 26. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's fucked. Sorry, I just have to keep it a buck. I'm not trying to kick him when he's where he's down, but I'm just literally telling the truth and trying to assess it logically. I'm stumped. I don't know where he goes, guys. If your guess is good as mine, I don't know where he goes at all. But I hope he does find some peace and reciprocity. I don't get the words out, Shan. And maybe gets another chance. And maybe just takes the level of competition down a little notch. Get him a couple of acclimate. Maybe it was silly to put him in with that guy. Hindsight is 2020.
He earned his shot. He worked his way up there. He earned his shot. He was on a good run.
Yeah.
And you got to go for it. It was a chance for a mandatory. What are you supposed to do? It was an opportunity. It's just gutted.
I think it's a high possibility that he just underestimated Barroso. Probably due to his how he looked. I mean, the guy looks a lot older than what he is. You know what I mean?
It's way older than 40.
so it's like maybe it was probably that for the most part, and just underestimating like Barroso's punching power. Obviously the guy can punch very hard. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes it worse. That makes it worse though, because it's your opportunity here.
Yeah,
and as they say, you don't play boxing, and I hope that's not the case. I hope he just had the wrong game plan. Just went a bit wild trying to impress, and because to think he just underestimated him, because they always say that they had a great camp and they did all the right things. It's just gutting. It's just absolutely. I'm just gutted for the guy.
Yeah, I was like, this is fucking pathetic, and then I was like, yeah, this is sad. I couldn't believe it. I didn't see that.
I skipped it actually until I heard about it like after the fact. Like somebody posted, Barroso knocked out in the round. I'm like, oh, you got to be fucking joking.
Was it us? Oh, you saw it on Twitter. I was like,
I saw it on social media. That's why. So I'm like, oh, you got to be fucking joking. Are you kidding me? Then I went back and watched it. Actually, I'm like, oh wow.
His highlight was the fight. His highlight. Meaning. Like, like you don't even have to do like they don't have to compress 12 rounds in and to show you the best bits of the fight. It was literally, he was in there for fucking seconds.
Like 2 minutes.
What was it? Was there three exchanges?
Yeah.
On the second one he got dropped, and then the third one.
The third one is where he got tucked in. Kenny Ken, I'm surprised you ain't watched it. I mean, it's only like 80 seconds.
Yeah, 2 minutes tops.
Don't get me wrong. In the breaks of the program, I have seen the footage. I've seen the footage.
Let me see if I can find it without getting flagged. You know, if someone's.
No, you'll get flagged. I've seen the footage. Don't worry about it. I've seen the footage, but
on someone's YouTube channel. No, let me just have a look. If it's on someone's, not on like the promotional company thing, then it will. It's fine because I've seen people pirate.
These things are easy to find, but as I said before, nothing surprised me about boxing. But as Leon says, it's a shame because he's worked his nuts off to actually get into that position. But as I said before, every fight he was going to have to get to that world title shot was never even. They're never going to be easy fights. They're always going to be hoops, and it was one hoop too many. But that's what he's gonna have to motivate himself to see if he can do it again. Personally, as you said, there's younger fighters, better fighters, and it's a stacked division of major quality. Every fight he's gonna have from now on to try and get in that position is gonna be an hard fight.
Right.
That was a golden opportunity. I mean, if you look at the division, he was never going to get a better opportunity. I mean, Romero was the one that was there for the taking, and he fell in the final hurdle. It is just, it's a tragedy. Absolute tragedy.
I mean, sometimes, sometimes when it gets to like,
we can have a look.
It happens in all sports. Sometimes some sportsmen do have a level. Like when it gets to like the, pressure time. We call it a semi-final. Sometimes you can't get past that. Get to that final, and he wasn't able to do that bit because the amount of quality in the division.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look. Here it is. I found it on someone's YouTube. So let's just have a look.
Round one underway. Our co-feature between Ohara Davies and Ismael Barroso.
Yeah, we just took the center of the ring. Just went for him.
Bombers. One thing we're interested to see here.
Barroso's just waiting for the counter.
The punch output of both fighters. Davies said he wants to push the pace. He wants to force Barroso into exchanges because
he's just trying to blow him out.
Yeah, he said due to his age, he wants to make the older fighter work. So he's gonna punch him.
That one hurt.
He says he's gonna be able to punch in between the shots of Barroso. Barroso, for his part, he said he wants to counter a little bit more. And already you can see him working a little bit off the back foot. That really hasn't been Barroso's identity throughout his career. The punch output has varied for Barroso, really anywhere from about 40 punches per round to about 90. But the one constant has been that Barroso is the one.
Just want to close my eyes at this bit.
Those power shots.
Yeah. And Corey, what I think it is, with age, you have to adjust.
Boom.
Out.
Counter.
That's
counter.
it. That's the one.
Done.
He just jumped.
See that mistake there?
Walk right into it. Walk right into it.
I would have taken a knee there when the leg
Get
went.
straight back up way too soon.
Wait, yep.
Legs
Should have
are
waited.
gone.
Should have waited. That's way too quick. He's still out. He ain't got his legs.
Yeah, his eyes are gone.
Yep.
The ref could have stopped it there.
He could have.
Yeah. Probably should have.
Yep.
Yeah, look,
Gone down again.
He does it again, Tom. Straight back up.
Up too soon. No legs. See, look at his body language. He's unresponsive. He's not all there.
It's like muscle memory. Yeah, look, ref smiles. Is that enough?
He's panicking there. Panicked, isn't it? He panicked by getting up the first too quickly with the first knockdown.
Yeah. Yep.
But
with the stoppage, if it continued, he'd have got
It's
dropped
even
again.
worse to watch the second time.
Watching that, I feel really bad for him. But shouts out to Ohara Davies. Because you could see the embarrassment. You could see it was embarrassing. Like you guys made two rookie mistakes. He got up way too soon.
Yep. Hopefully he can come back. Hopefully he can come back.
Yeah.
When he got buzzed the first time, it was one of the case, like he's trying to get the right hand, and then the guys come over the backhand, and that's what it was. It was just like a timing thing, where the guy got there first, and that's what done him, because in his mid punch, and then bang, that's when everything goes, man. And perhaps when the leg went, I'm taking the knee.
He didn't have to look for him though. He put himself right there.
He tested him first. Barroso tested. If you see before, like a few shots before, he goes for the left hook and realizes
the left counter. Yeah.
Realizes that O's open, so he's like, see, that's a part of his IQ. So he's like, okay, so this guy is open to and what's the word? Kind of vulnerable to this shot because he ain't covering up for this. So as you see, he goes for it, like not properly, but he kind of just tests it, and O doesn't do anything. So then Barroso realizes that. I think he may even have said that at the post-fight interview. He realized, some O's. But yeah, I just noticed that he did actually go for that shot in the beginning. Yeah, that was sad though. Oh, you can see the embarrassment on his face. I mean, yeah, it's not nice when you lose like that in front of, and it's always your debut in America and all of that. It's not fucking nice. I mean, yeah. Hopefully he gets another shot somewhere else. You're right, Leon. Yeah, hopefully he gets another shot somehow, works his way up. Maybe Oscar De La Hoya will show some grace, and he gets to Dr. P. Yeah, he gets some grace, and we get to see him back. But I mean, what do you think? Is O a small 140-pounder? Or is he a big 140-pounder? Because I don't know, he looks small, but then in certain of the shots, do you think he's would be too small for 147? He would, wouldn't he? Guys?
It's just, I'm just thinking, he's been at 140 for a long time, hasn't he?
He's been there for ages. He's a career, near enough. Yeah, super lightweight. Yeah, so I mean, do you think
I don't see it getting any easier 147 though, to be honest.
No, but I mean, maybe he's just been there too long and it ain't going to be easier. But I mean, yeah, he may be too small for 140s. I don't know, because then you could like match him with someone like Blair Cobbs and them man there.
God, you talk about Ohara?
Yeah. Do you think
he gets slaughtered at 147? I mean, maybe he can win some fights, but that division is stacked too with a lot of good fighters.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Fuck,
I don't know the chances if he goes up. I mean, I'm sure I give him a chance against Blair Cobbs. Because I don't really rate Blair Cobbs that much either. So, but
that's what I'm saying. So maybe get him like over there. Maybe like try a fresh start in another division. Maybe
do you see him having a career? Do you see him being a PBC fighter, like one of those?
Well, where are they though? They're on Amazon Prime.
Who knows how long that's going to last?
Yeah, he needs activity, and that's why he's fucked. That's why he's.
It sounds like he can be fed. Just if somebody wants to come back from a lengthy layoff, fed to Ohara Davies. He's going to talk at a press conference. He's
going to talk hella shit. But he said he stopped doing that now. He said that he was told to be like that to sell fights. I don't know how true that is, because he is a mouthy little so-and-so. But yeah, Lisa said, I've got Blair Cobbs. Even Blair Cobbs could beat Ohara Davies. Yeah. I mean, but that would just be more of his level.
He beat Mo Hooker. That's still a shock to me. I thought Mo Hooker was going to beat him in that fight.
With the hooker. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we spent a lot of time on Ohara. Shouts out to you, Ohara. Commiserations.
Yep. Best of luck to him going forward. So
yeah, going forward, we wish you well, and shouts out, felicidades, mi hermano de Venezuela. En el edificio. Ya tú sabes. Yeah, shouts out. Congratulations to my Venezuelan brother. So
But Chad, you want to discuss Arnold Barboza Jr.? He made his Golden Boy debut on the undercard.
I know he stopped the geezer, and I didn't watch
his first stoppage in quite a long time. Actually, turned out. So
say that again.
His first stoppage loss in quite a long time. He's been going the distance.
Barboza?
No, he won. Barboza won. Yeah.
You fighting? Sorry, let me just put that down.
God, I can't pronounce this guy's name. I'm just going to leave it to somebody else that anybody see. Zolani in Denji, or I probably messed that up. My bad. But I noticed this guy because he fought Devin Haney a while back and lost to him on points.
Was he the South African geezer?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But I noticed the name was familiar. It's like, why does this guy say? But Devin Haney beat him on points a while back, like early on in his career. Yeah, he beat him. Then I guess this just was a gimme fight for Barboza. Pretty much dominated the fight from the offset. Just landed at will, easily outskilled the guy. And just his corner, I think they stopped it after the 11th in the corner.
Yeah, there was a stop. What was it? What was it? He was just taking too much punishment.
Yeah, pretty much just that box. Just getting beat up more or less. So then, his corner just pulled him out. Smart choice because he wasn't going to win. So,
is it? Why don't they have him even? Oh yeah, Ndongeni. Yeah, Ndongeni. Yeah. That's hair is. Well, let's have a look.
He moved up too because he was at 135 before as well because that's where Devin fought him at.
Yeah, this geezer was from 135, was he? Or
yep.
All right, I'm introducing, introducing my OG. Where have you been, my OG? I've missed ya. It's boxing, beats and rhymes. Interlude is in. Ding, 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 ding. What's up, Beats?
What's up, Jen? How you doing?
Oh, Daya. Well, Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Ken?
Yeah.
AJ?
Salute, Beats. What's up, man?
Big up.
Kenny Ken.
Hi, Beats. I'm hiding from you.
I'm hiding. Listen, you know what I mean?
Welcome, Beats.
North London we can't talk about football. Even Tottenham.
Exactly. Let's not talk about football.
Oi, Beats. We actually, you can. We just quickly was going on to the Barbosa. Also, we was trying to dissect. We've been dissecting an hour on Ohara Davies. Yeah, we've been literally dissecting. I didn't think it would take that long. Like, not laughing at him, but I was like, at first on Twitter, I was like, this is pathetic. Now, which I feel sorry for. Where does he go? Like, I have no clue what happens with him now. What do you?
I feel bad because I've watched OD a couple of times live. I mean, he's a cool guy. He's misunderstood.
Mouthy, isn't he? That's all.
It just went. He got caught cold, man. Like, he fought a big punt, 23 knockouts in 25 fights. I think that was played down by a lot of people. And he got caught first round. If you get caught by a big shot in the first round and you're not warmed up and you get caught cold, it could be all over. And like, you know what I mean? All right, the guy looks like he's seen a day too many. He looks old, but he can punch and he can fight. Like, he actually set his punches up very well, you know what I mean, with his feet and stuff. And did you see what actually happened, right? His trainer, Will Jones, said, he's waiting for you to shoot.
And as he said it.
And as soon as he said it, O'Hara threw the right hand and got countered.
And with a counter left hook.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy.
I mean, O'Hara got up too quick on both occasions. He should have. It was the embarrassment or the shot where he just bounced off the canvas and got straight up. You ain't got your legs. You're going to be spinning out in your head.
You know what I think, Chan? I think he could have been a bit
concussed,
a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Going, like, you know, like so you try and be. You got to fight nerves going out there. Like, you're a chance for a world title. First time in America. Maybe he went out there and he was just a bit, you know, he just didn't follow the instructions properly and he just got caught. He got caught. And I don't know where he goes from here, man. I don't know.
But do you know who that reminds me of? When Tim Tszyu made his American debut when he fought Boucher. He got dropped in the first.
He got dropped, do you remember?
And I mean, I thought that was nerves then. That was nerves then, but he got up and dominated the rest of the fight.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Is that Terrell Boucher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim looked a little nervous in that fight. He did.
Yep. I mean, but after he got dropped, he got up and dominated the rest of the fight and beat the shit out of Gauthier.
Yeah, that was the first round put down.
First round. Yeah.
He just Ohara just didn't recover from that left hook.
He just didn't. We've seen Joe Calzaghe up in that couple of times, put down first round, come back, dominate. We've seen
B-Hop and Roy Jones. No fights, he was down. Yeah.
Bernard had him down early.
Had him down early like that, yeah. And
I'll tell you the worst one with Joe Cal was when Byron Mitchell cracked him with a couple of rights. And I thought Joe was out on his feet. I don't know how he got off the canvas and he was hurt bad. And somehow he turned it around. I think in the same round, he turned it around.
He's a warrior like that, though, Joe.
Yeah, he is.
Welsh warrior, man. They're strong lads. They're strong up there. You get me? So I was saying, Beats, I just think that maybe our fighters, because we ain't got Mexicans here as a community, we might not, I don't think we're used to fighting them lads. I'm not saying that Barbosa's not Mexican, but I keep seeing it with the Latin fighters, the Mexican fighters. And I think if you're going to be fighting those types of fighters, you got to get them in camp. You got to fly them over, and you've got to be sparring them. Or when was he sparring in America? Or was he sparring here? What was he doing?
I don't know, I don't. But you see what happened to Sonny, like what happened to AJ in the first fight with Ruiz. Yeah.
Oh man.
Lara comes through, shakes up the apple cart.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Barroso was actually Venezuelan, but
with Cully as well. With Cully as well. He got
Jose Felix.
Jose Felix. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just something that we're not used to. We got to build up a punch resistance to that style, getting hit by hard hitting Mexicans, relentless pressure. They've got engines because they're above sea level. We ain't used to that style. I've been saying it maybe for about a year that I've clocked it. I'm like, we're not used to that style. It's like always driving one type of car, and then all of a sudden you get in a rear wheel drive car and you're like, oh, I'm not used to, I have to drive this car because it will spin out at the back if I do this. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand? We're not used to driving this type. I think that's what it is with the Latin fighters, with the Argentinians. They're tough. We're not used to them.
Yeah, even somebody as limited as Isaac Cruz in that first tank fight.
If Isaac Cruz came over there and fought some of our 135-pound lads, he was
you never know.
He'd give them a run for their money. I just think we're not used to that style. And
I think Maxie Hughes would give him a bit of a boxing lesson. You know what I mean?
Who?
Maxie Hughes would give him a boxing lesson.
Maxie Hughes.
Yeah. Give him a boxing lesson.
Yeah, I mean, but you can always get caught. But you can always get caught with these types of shots that are hard, and they're not ready for it, and your brain's frozen. You're like, it's shocking to your punch resistance just ain't set up for them lads. I don't know. Maybe the best thing is, like you say, you got to outbox them, because I mean it's pretty one-dimensional. They come forward and they're like, not saying Barroso's that, because clearly you can see he's a counter puncher. But I mean, with the Mexican fighters, just coming that, but it's that relentless pressure, and then even if you saw Sonny Edwards try to outbox, eventually that relentless pressure gets to you. And they're not you. I don't know who they're sparring. So we've had a 40-year-old southpaw. 23 out of 25 fights coming by way of knockout, and Ohara, you were supposed to have been able to do the business there, mate.
Yeah, he was supposed to. Like, even I backed him, but
yeah, me too.
That reminds me of the when Rashidi Ellis lost to Roman Villa. Going into that fight, I had Rashidi Ellis winning, but I took a look at Villa's knockout percentage on all knockouts except one fight.
Yeah, but we was like, we don't really know like the level of competition with Villa.
Right. I mean, but still, it was a cause for concern for me, regardless.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, I was still concerned. It's like, okay, Rashidi better not take this guy lightly. You know what I mean? Because obviously this guy could punch. I mean, yeah. So then he ended up losing. He beat him.
Yeah.
He got dropped him twice in the last round, and then I pointed him.
Even Sugar Ray Leonard.
That one.
Against Duran. Duran's Panamanian, but he's Latin.
Yep.
First fight.
Hands of stone.
Wait for Duran's fight, and he lost his unbeaten record, man.
Yep.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Panamanians is like they're Central Americans, like they're from Central America, tied in down to South America. I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's different. It's different. Americans are used to them kind of.
What it is, we got ends as we call it out here. We think it's pretty tough, but out there, they're a trash cans like Duran. You know what I mean? Like a trash can. Yeah,
it's different. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the Mexicans, it's third world. Panamanians is third.
Yeah. They're literally fighting to eat. They're literally fighting to eat. Ken.
Yeah, and Josh Warrington ain't.
Like, you see Ismael Barroso, yeah? Okay, his face looks old, but that man, he's seen some things in his life. He's been through some shit. You can see he's been through a lot of crap.
It wasn't there because I watched your thing today. Was you talking about him today? Yeah, wasn't someone murdered in his family?
I'm not sure. It wouldn't shock me. I'm not sure. Venezuela, Caracas, and I think Venezuela might be even worse than Colombia.
Listen, my people's from there. Listen, don't even go. There's no point even going there because it's on the list where the British government will say go there at your own peril. It's corrupt. The president, it's all mad there. It's all mad there. It's all mad there. If you ain't from there, just don't bother go.
Yeah. Like Guayo, like look, I'm from Nicaragua. They're hard places to come.
Yeah, don't bother with it. This is what I'm saying. It's a different mentality. I want to say it's his wife that got deleted.
I think it was his wife, Chan. I think you're right.
His wife. His wife got deleted. Yeah. It's not a joke. This is what I'm saying, man.
A man who's fighting to eat and a man who's fighting to feed his kids is a hard man to beat because you literally have to kill him.
You've got to kill him.
Yeah, you literally got to kill him.
Yeah.
If you're a prop fighting him and you've got a full stomach, like you know what I'm saying, like you gotta think about it, innit?
Yeah. It's one of these ones. Sorry for you. It ain't gonna fare well. It's not gonna fare well. But shouts out to Ismael though. I mean, that was it. That was impressive. And won a first round knockout. I mean, Rolly don't want no smoke. Rolly, you better just, I don't know, because if this geezer going to be a world champ, if he rematches, because Marco said he's going to rematch Rolly.
He's the interim champion right now.
The WBA interim, yeah. So, So,
as far as I'm concerned, Barroso's the full champion. As far as I'm concerned, he's the full champ.
I'll go with that, AJ. I'll go with that.
Not because the way he was dead last year, man. Nah, son.
Sorry, guys. Do we think PBC are going to work their WBA magic and somehow avoid a rematch?
They're not going to. Yeah, no, I don't see it. The WBA is pretty much they're I ain't gotta go into it.
Oh yeah, AJ, I need to do let me do super chat as well, Cash App as well. So sorry, let me just do that before we move on to the where's all the I'm so rusty I don't even know where my bits are where you play them anymore. I'm like, where'd they go? Hang on. We'll go one more time. AJ, thank you for dropping that. Hello, on your girl. Thank you so much, AJ, for dropping that £100 on the Cash App. I saw it. The £100 was in the booties. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Merry
that.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry late Christmas.
Also, I've got another one as well. Because I had to get, the way I had to get around all this Cash App business. As you can see, my one's got a $sign because I did have the UK one. And then all of a sudden, what they were doing, UK could only get Cash Apps from UK. UK can only. They tried to fuck up my whole shit because most of my audience is American and they was Cash Apping me. So that left my shit like not being able to really receive much except for in super chats. So I had to do it through another avenue. I don't even want to say it out loud on here, but, you know, do it with someone that's in America and set it up over there. I've got another one actually to say. Shouts out to, I want to shout out to Bev Mids B for dropping that dub on your girl, for dropping that $20 on your girl. So I massively appreciated that. Thank you very much. Also another one. Shouts out to Nedsta Bedford for dropping that down on your girl. Another $20 on your girl. Massively appreciated. Thank you so much as well. So yeah, thank you guys for that, for the love. Appreciate it.
Chan, sorry, can I just take a moment to congratulate you? I remember I was there with you on your first show, and you've worked really hard, and it is really nice to see you reaping the benefits now. You know, it's
I'm trying. Thank you.
No,
Lee.
seriously, it's you've put in like countless hours, and it's really nice to come back and see that, you know, see you getting something back now.
That we're still here. That the old girl's still here, Lee. and I have to thank everybody that's on the panel rocking with me. But Lee, you rocked with me from day one. Kenny's one of the day oneers as well. Like we've come from. You remember how it was? Yeah, it's quite strange how it turned, because we did used to broadcast on UK time, and then we started to get later, didn't we, Lee? Because remember, we did shows at like 8 p.m. Do you remember?
Yes, and then it just got later and later because
I don't know, it just changed. Everyone was like, okay.
It's because you're always late, Shan. That's why. It's because you're always late.
Not by 4 hours, Lee. Turns from a 7 p.m. show to 11.
No, but the shows went on for a while, didn't they? Would be.
Yeah, the shows would go on long.
Because it was in lockdown, isn't it? So we just had time then.
I started my show October or November 2020. So, yeah, and then we've been going ever since, isn't it? I know, bloody hell, still here. But sometimes, Lee, it does, guys, it does. Beats may even tell you, and who else? Who else is a content creator? Sometimes you get Beats. Do you ever get these lulls where you're like, oh, I can't fucking be bothered? Sometimes you're like, God, you kind of drag yourself up.
Yeah, so you know, sometimes are more fruitful than others. You know what I mean? But when you got a love for boxing, you just try and keep pushing them out.
Keep pushing on, and then I see Beats. I was like, Beats is always consistent. I was like, Shag, like sometimes you're only on once or twice a week. Them man, they do their thing every day and put out thingy every day. I'm like, I know I need to. So sometimes I do have lulls, but it's not because I don't love the sport. It's just that sometimes,
by the way, Beats, I appreciate the output, man. It's like sometimes, like I remember one night at work, I was just bored off my eyes. I just put on a marathon of your vids. You know what I'm saying? Just on a great shift.
Beats is, I love it as well. I'm like, I always try to do the thing where I'm like first, and then the other day I do it first. I saw that I was second, and I had to be like,
I just went on the Beats marathon at work on my great shift. It's like, yeah, man, shit.
Everyone looks forward to. Always have. Everyone looks forward. So this is what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, Beats gives me inspiration. I'm like, yeah, get you right. There's so many things. But Beats, there's so much. Like, you know, when you do shows that are live, like really to chop them up and you can re-put them out with, you know, with
smaller clips.
I know. And even that, like, after a while, I'm just like, oh, God. Do you know what I mean? I've slacked quite a lot on some of those things. So I see you lot and I'm like, all right, I watched you today as well, which I watch you all of the time. You put your stuff out. And I'm like, yeah, Shan, get back on the horse. It's the new year. And try and get back on the horse. And do you know what I mean? So bear with me, guys. I appreciate you all coming to rock. But yeah, thank you for the inspiration, everybody that's on there, whether you've got a channel or just that you rock with me. I appreciate it. Giving me a kick up the arse. But yeah, Leon, thank you for that as well. But yeah, I appreciate you landing back, and you know you can always be in the Buddhism. So yeah.
And if you're watching, hit the thumbs. It don't cost nothing. Hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, because that's a thing that's really low on my thing. People will watch and then like Beats, like say it's a high view viewed one that I get, like, say for instance, I'll get like 1,000 views, and then it will be like 20 likes.
Right, exactly.
So that doesn't push out the shit on the algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm is affected if they don't hit the thumbs.
And I think people do that on purpose because they don't want your shit on the algorithm. Some people,
it does feel like it. I feel like just hit the thumbs. I mean, like I feel like this because if I go into anyone's video to watch their content, first thing I do is hit the thumbs automatically.
Me too. I just tap. But maybe because we're content creators, we see it like that. But I just tap straight away. And there's even people that I'm like, I see it come up and I ain't going to watch the whole thing. And I just tap and I come out and I'll be like, I'll watch on playback. But at least I've already got the tap in. Do you know what I mean? It's not that hard. I don't understand why people think it's that hard. But anyway. But yeah, shouts out to y'all anyway. So, okay. So the Arnold Barboza. This is what AJ was giving us the play on that because here it is. Does anybody? Because I didn't see it in its entirety. It's here. I found it on one of that someone's like burn a little channel. So don't think you get. I don't get flagged when you play it on this. It's not on that. So we can have a quick look on that, guys. Let's have a little Luke Skywalker.
Jenny more recently.
They're out with the jab right now.
Him as a brilliant stylist in the ring.
Good stiff jabs. That was a good counter right there.
Gotta like that crisp straight right hand from Barboza to beat him. Barboza told us he feels most comfortable. He says
he's trying to counter with that overhand right.
At 140 pounds. Looking a little bit tight in the opening round.
Yeah, he told me he was standing a little bit straight.
Castaneda, his grandfather on his mother's side.
Knocked out by journeyman.
Yeah, and the shots that Ozani's throw.
He's supporting him, even though he lives in Texas, knowing that he's
between the looping work of Ngannou.
The big right hand right after. There you go.
I like that one. Right hand again from Barboza.
Setting him up. Left hook.
The vast majority of his training camp without every single day.
So it's a lifestyle, man. Ozani tried to land, but Barboza's just.
Of Arnold Barboza as he sticks a nice one on the face of Arnold Barboza. Really, the only adverse Barboza a tremendous amount.
It's a small cut. Nice counter shot by.
Sweeping left hook competition, at least in terms of resume. Again,
Barboza just needs to keep up that pressure.
Barboza did really well against Jose Pedraza. Final minute of round 5. The top missing with that shot.
Established a strong jab, following up. Great combo with the hook right there. Top attack to the body.
Shouts out to him. So I maybe just by seeing that, it didn't look like the geezer was taking that much punishment from that. Did you not see? It was like didn't look that brutal, but hey, I don't know. He retired on the stool, didn't he?
Well, routine gimme for his Golden Boy debut is what it is. So
yeah, Barboza. Yo, what's AJ? Barboza Jr. I mean, I guess that was a good showing. But, yeah, and that was at the beginning of the card. I briefly saw bits, but I think I was doing bits in other pieces, so I didn't knuckle down and watch it. So that's the first time I've seen all the shots that was thrown. That Ndongeni. I mean, he don't look half bad, does he? Does anybody know much about him? Because I don't know anything about him except for
we lost to Devin Haney lightweight a few years back.
Oh
so.
yeah.
Got outpointed by him.
He is outpointed by Haney. It weren't the 2019. He didn't get knocked out with one of Devin's.
Yeah, with the distance. He lost on points to Devin. Yeah. So.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can see that he's not in Devin's class, I guess. So he's a 135 pounder. He moved up.
Yeah. Not sure when. Not sure if he did for this fight or how long he's been at 140. But yeah, he moved up for this fight.
I think I think vaguely that, or maybe that was actually that was Lawson. We'll get onto that because he was he moved up, didn't he? For
Yeah. He had fought a welter, So
it's a lot of smaller lads on this card that was kind of dragged up or just moved up and all of that I've noticed. Kind of, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Ohara is a career 140. I mean,
so is Barroso. I mean, he's been there a while. They've both been there a while. So except for those two,
Lawson and Ngannou, they seem like they're the smaller lads and got pulled up. Okay, so we'll swiftly move on to that. So we're going to get to where we want to really be in the weekly wrap up. Shiggity shit.
Barboza was Teofimo's mandatory challenger as well. So
yeah, I remember Teofimo didn't take that.
No, he's not keen on fighting him for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's why not? I'm just looking at this. Barboza's he's got respectable power. He's decent.
But now he's fighting Jermaine Ortiz next month. So, in a voluntary, I guess.
Who's fighting him? Tio or Barboza? Tio as a title.
Jermaine Ortiz, next month.
That would be a good fight.
I like that fight. Yeah.
Because he gave Lomachenko a good old fight, didn't he? So I'm not mad at that fight, to be honest. I don't see that. It's always funny. Marco always comes on, never says when he's leaving, just drops off. Like he wants to come on the show and then doesn't say much, and then just goes off. I don't know why he does that. All he has to do is say he's going. He does it every time. It's a bit annoying because he asks just to be on. So be on, do your bit. So moving on, we're going to get to the main event. So it was Ortiz versus Lawson, and we had the fucking Tony Weeks.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night. Hate it.
It's just fucking.
I have a theory with Tony Weeks. I think he did it again to try and take the heat off when he did it last time, as if to say, I'm just I'm now a cautious kind of ref, just trying to protect the fighters.
Well, there's a few things, and I'd like Beats to chime in after this.
He's a queen, but this is going to be queen. He's a queen, but this is going to be queen.
Because I watched Pro Box, and the whole thing that Tony Weeks had put up on his Facebook had been spoken about, and I saw Beats cover it today. Beats, give them the rundown. Which one do you think it is? Is it a brown paper bag, or is it that what he saw, what he knew, and he decided to be the judge, the jury, the executioner all in one foul sweep, even though you're just the ref?
Tony Weeks is still traumatized by that Marcus Brown Badu Jack fight where
all that blood.
Yeah, he was drenched in crimson that night. He's still traumatized from that. These days, this is what a lot of referees do in it. They jump in, and you wonder, if have they been, given the heads up? If he tags him with a shot, stop it. I don't know, man. Back in the day, the fights used to go on a lot longer. So him, Ian, John Lewis, they jumping in it prematurely. They're like jumping in prematurely, man.
Yeah. Do you think there's credence because he had to take off take down that post that he had that basically lost
the aneurysm.
2 aneurysms, 2 tests, positive for aneurysms, and then they got someone else and for the 3rd time, and all of a sudden the aneurysms left the booties in. I don't know if you know about aneurysms.
Right. The confusion between him, Tony, and Golden Boy is a bigger deal than the actual controversy of the stoppage, because you can't have 2 conflicting stories, right? I mean, the referee's connected to the fight and the promotional company's connected to the fight. So what, like the Las Vegas commission, Nevada should come out and say, well, this happened because, you know, like, okay, if you feel if you come up twice on the MRI, 2 aneurysms, why are they bringing in a third doctor? You shouldn't be fighting. You shouldn't, but you obviously shouldn't be fighting, right? And to me, that's a bigger deal than the controversy of the stoppage. And like, why? I don't think Tony Weeks is lying. Why would he lie about that? Why would he come out and lie about that?
Yeah, that's
And
but
if
are
he
boxers
did lie,
allowed to get a second opinion from
why
a different
did?
doctor?
Sorry, I'm afraid. Let me just finish quickly. If he did lie, why are not the Nevada State Commission putting him straight and putting us straight on what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
He shouldn't have been in the ring. I don't think he should have been in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, because if anybody knows anything about aneurysms, they don't just go like that. Like, you can't just, if they was there twice and then all of a sudden it just disappears on the third time, that's not what they do. That's not what they do. They have a burst, or you have like a surgery where they put kind of like this tube thing to be able to remove the aneurysms and kind of like deflate them, because they're like pockets of blood, and once they pop, that's when you instantly die. I've actually got a friend, and she's got 4 of them, like literally active right now, and there's nothing that they can do to at where they are to take them off. And this is my mate, and she's had them years, and by the grace of fucking God, they haven't passed. And you know, they said she wouldn't live past the age of 30. She's now 51.
Wow.
Well, she's done fantastic, but she's but it's still.
I know. And she lives her life like it's golden, mate. She's like my kids.
Shout out to your friend.
Yep. I know, and she I didn't even know, and she told me, like, and I was like, really? She does, like, anytime it could just anytime that could happen, and it's done. She got 4 active. She's got lupus.
Imagine you're a boxer and you've got that, and you're going.
You can't pass it.
How can you shouldn't be in a ring if you've got an aneurysm, especially you're a ticking time. And I say it respectfully, you're a ticking time bomb. And it doesn't have to be physical exercise that will make it, but it can be just walking down the street.
Do we think? Is there a possibility that the fighter got told, you've got an aneurysm, he's asked for a second opinion and then a third opinion? Because all it is doctors looking at scans and saying, that looks like an aneurysm, that looks like an aneurysm. The third one going, no, I don't think that is. And he's gone, I'll take that one, please. I need to get paid. Because it sounds kind of like that. Because even when Golden Boy put their statement out, they were just like, oh, he was clear to fight. And it does, he was by the third doctor, even if what the guy said was true. He's been cleared by the third doctor, but the other 2, in their opinion, he had an aneurysm, so he shouldn't be fighting. So it's...
I mean, but then Tony Weeks deleted his post, so like, was he made to do that by the powers that be?
He was made to do that. He was made to do that.
Yeah, because it was the truth in my talk.
Yeah,
but you can't reveal other people's medical stuff, though, can you? It's
No, it's not his business to have basically refereed the fight on that premise, because at the end, I get it. Morally, he's like, right, this geezer shouldn't be in the ring. And not in my watch, after we saw Morel did to the other dude and he refereed that. Maybe not watch, do I want to see that again? But then on a professional level, if the geezer's been cleared, it's kind of not your business. And then, but if that's where you're coming from, what was the reason that you did it with Barroso?
With Barroso and Iroli last year.
Last time you said that he was just old and you thought you was looking out for the old fighter. To me, it's just something that you decide to do.
I mean, because like last year, because with the Barroso stoppage in Rolly,
what was the medical heads up that Barroso popped all medicals, unless there was something yet again untowards that would, like in this instance, that we didn't know the Barroso. But I mean, it's just like sod's law that you're actually on the same card that the geezer's on again. It's, you know what I mean? It's just like, because I saw Tony Weeks was on this, I was like, oh God, something weird's going to happen. And it did.
Yeah. Because Chan about the Barroso Rolly stoppage in particular, it's like Barroso was in no danger at all when that fight was stopped. None, zero. Like he wasn't being punished. Like he was the landing. He was like throwing his own punches. Landing his own. It's like, so it's like, what was your excuse for that? You know, that's why it just brings it into question. It really does.
Weird. Yeah, it's weird because I'm with what Beats is saying and that and what Leon could be saying. The fighter could have been like, well, but I just feel that if you flag twice I think it's more of the commission want you to do the fight because they're like, they've put their money, this is all money invested. They'll have to get like a replacement fighter. I don't know how, in what proximity they do these scans, in proximity to the fight, if it's a week out, 2 weeks out, a month out. I have no clue. But surely you wouldn't want to. But then at the end of the day, guess what, Tony Weeks, you still took the fight knowing this. So you wanted your money as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so which one is it? Like, it's
as far as Virgil, how Virgil looks at 154, well, we don't know because the fight ended too soon.
Well, let's keep it real. If he really wanted to make a statement about disapproving of a fighter going in the ring with an aneurysm, you don't take the fight. He shouldn't officiate the fight.
Yeah, don't officiate, exactly. Like, I'm okay, I'm not reffing this fight. That's it. Have somebody else do it. So
this is what happens. He wanted his money, and he would risk having a fatality.
Fatality.
So where's really your moral code of conduct, really? I don't know where it is. It's all blurred lines at the minute.
Anyway, Tony Weeks, next fight he's reffing, I'm probably going to skip it. So,
and like, you know, this is pro boxing, you know, like no one will see nobody get flipping, you know, like incapacitated, but we want to see stoppages. We want to see knockdowns and stoppages. And like, you're just jumping in like come on, man. Like an amateur fight.
Even the commentators was like, did you hear the commentators? They was like, nah, mate, this wasn't on. There was nothing.
They criticized the stoppage. The ring announcer had to correct Virgil because they thought he was being booed. And they said, no, they were booing the ref.
No. Yeah, they're booing Weeks. Weeks got booed out of the building. He got booed, boy. I haven't seen many a ref get booed to that degree, but he got booed all the way out, mate. And then had the cheek, the audacity to say, I saw his eyes rolling back. Well, the angle that, I don't care when people go, the referee's the man in the gym.
Like, how when he was shelling up and his gloves were like, he was covering up?
How? He had a high guard up.
Yeah, he was covering up with his gloves. How did you see his eyes?
How did you? Yeah, how did you? It's just like, it's like two things could be right at the same time, but it's mixed with lies and the truth, and it's crazy.
I mean, like, I want to be on the guy's side, but it's like he just comes out with these controversial, like contradictory statements, and it's like, what are you talking about? This don't make what you're saying, bro, is not making any sense.
It's not the math ain't mathing. It ain't mathing.
Mind you, I wasn't in the ring. I couldn't see his eyes. You were, but still, like, based on what I could see, he was covering his glove. He was covering his glove with his face. He was shelled up. How can you see his eyes?
Yeah, I don't care for you. You couldn't see. You could see the same thing as us, mate. The geezer had a high guard, unless you're just some X-Man and you've got X-ray fucking vision and you can see past gloves and see through them. Because that Lawson, but I mean Lawson, what is he coming off? A stoppage with a broken jaw.
He's coming off a couple wins, 2 wins.
Oh, so he got a broken jaw, lost, and then two.
I think he was knocked out. And I think that's the fight we broke his jaw. Then he got a knockout win and a points win. So he's coming off 2 wins. So yeah, but then before those was a knockout loss. He suffered a knockout loss. I think that was the fight where he broke his jaw. Where he got his jaw broke. So
we'll see if we see Lawson again then. If we see him soon, because if we don't see Lawson again, then I'll have to think that them aneurysms, that it was true. If we see Lawson come out with an official retirement, then it's true. He had the aneurysms.
But if he's back,
he won't fight in Nevada again. He won't fight in Nevada again.
They won't clear him, will they?
No, he won't fight in Nevada.
You see him in Florida. Oh, God. Yeah, Florida clears everybody. It'll just be, he won't fight in Nevada. He probably won't fight in New York. He'll fight in Arizona and Florida. You know, you could take ayahuasca there in Florida and in Arizona and still fucking fight. So I mean, you could take them PEDTs and they're like, yeah, come on, you can still fight under the indigenous rule. You know what I mean, it's like,
but I respect I respect Virgil's admiration is to want to fight Tim Tszyu next. But I advise you not don't do that.
As soon as he said that, I was like, listen, you're right.
Don't do that. Tim will fuck you up. He will fuck you up good.
You don't even know what you look like. You was in the ring for 90 seconds, and we don't know what you couldn't even make the 154 limit.
The problem they have with Virgil though is like, you know, you put him through a training camp, and you know he might get that disease again. I think they probably need to cash him out. If they can get the Tim Tszyu fight next, just take it.
Oh, I mean, as a fight fan, would I love him to fight Tim Tszyu?
Oh, hell yeah.
I sometimes think on as a promoter, if you try and put your little promoter hat or you imagine, you wouldn't want him to just go it. Tim Tszyu will beat him.
Tim Tszyu will fuck him up. He'll fuck him up.
I put him in there. I put him in there because like he's in his prime now, and he's like, see, the thing is like you could try and get him to restart and get tune-ups, and he's in his prime now, like, and he's inactive. Like all he's gonna do is deteriorate. If you leave him on the sidelines, not taking on anyone, he's just going to deteriorate. I'll let him out. If they can get that fight for him, I'll let him take it.
Well, I don't know, because I feel that he's only 26. You can give him a couple acclamation fights. He couldn't even make, like I said, he'd weighed in as a middleweight. The other lad weighed in at 152.5. He weighed in the junior middleweight division. He comes in, so Virgil comes in there as a light heavyweight. And
so is he going to continue to keep fighting at 154?
Yeah, and he's coming from, and he's a 147 geezer anyway, Lawson. So it was unfair in all angles. I mean, he was going to lose, he was going to get stopped anyway. But at least Tony Weeks. Let's see him get some shots off at fucking Leeds. And I don't know if I don't know where Virgil is. Like I said, he needed to have a catch weight already. Do you know what I mean? I think that shouldn't be allowed, like, just off the rip. You either just make the weight or come back and let us know when you can, because we got to know if we're going to put our money into you. Because if you're going to just keep religiously getting rhabdomyosis, then that's mad. He shouldn't be getting rhabdo at 154. If you are, you're going to have to be a 160 pounder, and they're beasts up there. I mean, they're really big lads. Well, there's not nothing going on there, but you know what I'm saying. They're really big lads up there, and you won't fare well there. So maybe, like you said, Beats, then maybe I'm coming to you where you are. They might.
The CHANN
catch the kid out.
Yeah, but CHANN is 160 really popping? Honestly, with a lot of dangerous guys.
I mean, 160, nothing's going on, but he's still going to be a small geezer at 160 if he goes up there. Is what I'm saying. Them lads are coming down from 200 pounds.
Yeah, but
some of them, you know what I mean. Some of them, they are. A lot of them are.
What about Liam Smith?
I know a lot of them are. So, yeah, he's going to be tiny for them lads.
What about Liam Smith? What about that fight? What do you think about that one? Ortiz and Liam Smith.
Beefy.
Yeah.
He just got battered in his last fight, didn't he?
Yeah, that would be carnage.
I mean, why not? Beefy's tough, lad. What do you think, Kenny Ken? Beefy against Virgil Ortiz. I know you're going to, because you've got work to go, Kenny Ken. But just give us your last bits on that bit, and while we got more other topics.
Yeah, if you think Beefy. All right, he lost his last fight against Chris Eubank Jr. He claims there was some sort of an injury and he wasn't at his best. All right, let's see if Beefy is best. But Beefy is a credible opponent, and he would have a go, and he has got a pedigree, so that'd be a good fight. But it's only a good fight for Beefy. Beefy's the only one going to be gaining from this because of the fact that he needs that to get his foot in the ladder. But if he fights Beefy, I can't see Beef. I can see Beefy giving them a good run for his money, but I say 8th, 9th round stoppage at best.
Yeah, Beefy would get back.
At his best, Beefy at his, but at Beefy's worst, he loses 2 or 3 rounds.
Hang on, let me. Is it? Yeah, I have to mute you, David, because you're your sound's crazy. So fix your audio because it's echoing. He would get battered. I mean, I don't know. So who does he fight next? What I thought he should do is just run it back with Lawson. Just run it back. But I mean, obviously, if he is really cleared and don't have these, I don't know. But just as a thing to be like, well, you know what? All of this, Tony Weeks fucked up this shit, fucked it up. David, I have to keep you muted, love, because I've got to keep you muted. That he fucked it up, maybe just as something to say, let me rematch you. Don't you think? Would you lot be interested in a rematch of that? Where does he go off?
But that post has made that rematch too dangerous now. That post about the aneurysms, they can't go anywhere near that.
They can't go anywhere near it, can they? Yeah, you're right. I mean,
I'd like to see him take on a legitimate 154, not bring up a guy, an unknown guy from 147.
Who does he fight? Right, Fundora.
I wouldn't mind that.
Erickson Lubin.
I could go for that too. I think he'll beat Lubin. Lubin's too fragile; he can't take a punch. So
that's also just put him in the head. But he's trying to rebuild, and he's come off for some wins.
He should have lost his last fight. I think the guy who he got a gift in his last fight. I think he should have lost that. Lubin.
Yeah. Who was the geezer that he fought? And then he
Ramos, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So he's not that. So that see now you have to think of as fight fans. You got to divide yourself. You got to think as a fight fan and as what the business will do. I mean, Erickson Lubin, he's rebuilding. Even though we'd like to see maybe Ortiz with him, that's not going to happen because it's too much a risk for Lubin. Do you know what I mean? And so you got to think of all different things. Kenny Ken, I'm going to let you go. So tell everybody where they can find you. Please, let's
you find me on Instagram. You find me on Instagram at KennyKen1972. That's where I have most of my fun about all sports, mostly football, obviously, and obviously boxing. Twitter, I don't know. It's like being in a playground where you don't get to play on the main part of the playground because there's too many kids who got there first. So I just leave Twitter alone.
I just tweet and see these lot. I see what Beats it'll come up. Or Beats will say, Julius will say, AJ, people that I kind of always watch. It seems to tell me. It seems to recommend, and I just kind of keep it in that, and then I just tweet and maybe go off. But other than that, you could just keep it like that. Just keep your circle a bit close and do a close circle and just kind of tweet with us. We like your opinion. We like your opinion.
Instagram's a laugh, isn't it? You want to have
Instagram's a laugh, but you don't do it.
I like doing it.
Yeah, but you don't do no boxing content.
We
find you boxing content. We'd like to see also your football, but where can we when people that watch this show and see you do good breakdowns in your boxing, and then they go to your Instagram and they don't see you talking about anything boxing? Where do you think you could start talking more boxing?
It's still Instagram. Remember, we've got a big fight this weekend for. Callum Smith finally is going to get his chance in Canada against, Artur Betiev. So that's a massive fight. And obviously, as we speak,
come to here to see your boxing thing, and that's not a problem. That's not a problem, at least, because people always hit me and say they where's Kenny Ken? Where is he? If you don't turn up, they're where is he? So
I think what's at the moment. Obviously, I do a lot of football content because I go to loads of matches over the world. I watch a lot of football, so I watch more football and boxing. I see where you're coming from because that takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because the other day with football, I've got a fixture list. With boxing, you don't know. There's no such thing as a fixture list. It's two people getting together and whoever can put the money up. So I'm not as busy with boxing as I can because I only go if there's fight in advance. So I'm playing a waiting game. At least I know what I'm getting with football.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I guess like I said, if you guys like football as well, go over because a few of my people here they do like the football and they do come over and they say is Kenny Ken coming to talk about some football. And remember we used to do the World Cup breakdown. So I mean, you can do football breakdown.
I think a lot of football fans who say like boxing, they're casuals. They're not real boxing people. The real boxing people are boxing morning, night, and day, 24/7, 365 days a year. So they're not really football fans as such. So they want to hear from boxing more. That I've found over the years. There are some like that who just don't love boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of both. Maybe you could just do your little, like, your rundowns of when you watch the boxing fights. Just do a quick, like, 2-minute rundown, 3-minute rundown on your Instagram.
Yeah, mate. But remember, we've got quite a few people from over the other side of the pond. They ain't got a clue about Arsenal, Chelsea, and
I'm talking about you're talking boxing. Like, when there's a boxing fight, you just go on your Instagram and just give your little analogy on. So it kind of has a little bit of sprinkles of boxing within your football on your Instagram. Kenny's take, like, you know what I mean? Have you frozen? It wouldn't be a show if Kenny didn't freeze. Kenny always freezes. Kenny always freezes, boy. Ken, you know you freeze every show. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, there you are. You've unfrozen. All right, Kenny, Ken, and I'll see you on the.
I'll go before.
Take care.
Before see you guys. It's before it packs up. Let it leave. I'll see you.
Yeah. Thank you. Love you, Kenny. Ken.
Take care, bro.
Take care.
Bye.
See you later, Ken.
Ken is left to be
He always freezes. It's hilarious. If he doesn't freeze, that means it ain't going to be a good show. It's a good omen of him freezing. Monakin Boxing, what up, Joe? Thank you for being a member of the Channaholics. We do have a members only, long awaited members only live on Thursday. So if you would like to become a Channaholics, where we talk about everything, boxing, entertainment, everything, and we really chop it up and I let everybody just do their thing.
Me bar rat-a-tat-a-tat-a brain splatter. What's the matter? Just start up, don't time in the body. Try scatter, pick pattering up all over your body. Now you bruise and batter, tap, shatter. You never should have Allah. You never should have Allah.
So okay, so we're like, let's go to the next topic, shall we? Yes, let's go.
Test your might. Test your luck.
Which ones do you want to go? We can go Spence Crawford with what's going on. I'll let you lot pick it. We can go Saudis in boxing, and that brings us with AJ and Ngannou and Wilder and my guy Zhang. Which ones do you want to go to? Anybody? You lot pick.
Spence Crawford, I guess.
I was going to say that as well.
Oh, was ya? Okay, so let's go with Spence Crawford. You know, the excuses are in the fucking building.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
God, man, it's a shame. So Spencer's come out on record, you know, again with an eye injury, with having a cataract removal on his right eye. He did then go to Instagram, my bad, stating that, you know, with a little underhand dig, saying, you know, why do you think I ate all of these jabs and hooks? Oh, you ate them because you weren't good enough, mate. That's why you ate them, and you're not used to fighting the southpaw of that elite level. So let's cut the shit. But shouts out to my dude or my brother, you know, still good feet, but you know, whatever. I thought I was so disappointed with everyone because he was doing well, and it was his people that was coming out with the bullshit. But it looks like he's come out with the bullshit. So you let me know, Leon, Fight Fan Figures, where you are going with this one first and foremost. Go ahead, talk to me.
Well, the first thing is, does this mean that this rematch is going to be delayed even more now? Because he's recently had surgery, and I'm like, I just don't get it. How long ago was that fight now? There's been no announcement of the fight date.
Yeah.
It's like we just want to get on with things now. We've got an undisputed. Are they moving up? I just want Terence Crawford to get back to fighting again. You know, he's my favourite fighter. I'd like to see him being a lot more active, and I would like to, you know, I was hoping he could appear in one of these Saudi cards or something, but it's just getting involved with PBC just kind of stagnates your career. It's like, if you have to go to PBC to get your belts or something, you just got to put the brakes on and just come to a grinding halt. I just really want this to get sorted out.
Yeah. Yeah, you get involved with the PBC, everything. Your career leaves the building. I mean, Crawford is 36, and he'd be 37 towards the end of the year. I think he's an October geezer. Oh, is Crawford a Virgo? Or is he a Libra? He might be a Virgo like me. He's like September or October, one of them. He might be a Libra.
Well, I think he's still got years though. He might be a Barroso kind of.
He said he don't want to be
kept himself in very good shape.
I mean, yeah, he's got like not that much mileage on the clock, but he did say he don't want to be here when he's 40. He did say that.
He wants to be. I think honestly, maybe he wants 1 or 2 big fights, then he'll call it a day.
I.e. Canelo and
and probably somebody else. So
yeah, probably someone else. You fight Ortiz at 154. He could write him. Just clean his clock because you've had a lot to say at 147.
Here's the thing, though, yeah. Like if he's going to say that, because he said that Ivers affected him even in fights before he fought Crawford, so he's probably talking about Ugas and Danny Garcia.
Yeah.
So, like, he can say what he wants. Like Crawford would beat him 2 good eyes, 2 good whatever. And he had a chance to fight Crawford before the accident, and he didn't take the fight. So there's nowhere to go, Errol. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're right. I said the same thing. We don't want to hear, or it's pathetic, all of these excuses now, and it's just like, we don't believe you.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
Yeah.
How ironic.
What'd you say? What'd you say, AJ?
That's ironic, wouldn't you say? But
it was.
But I wish him the best. I wish him the best. So,
mate, just whatever. Mate, just either fight or retire. To me, his body is breaking down. So, what's the last eye? Was it? It was the left eye with the retina damage with Pacquiao, wasn't it? Yeah, it was that.
And that's the right eye with the cataract, right?
That's the right eye with the cataract. This is Shann's theory. I need a snippet that goes, Shann's theory. I don't have one. I need to get one of them. So listen, my theory is, so cataract. He's got a cataract, which is glaucoma, which he's got glaucoma. So glaucoma is the buildup of glucose in your system and in your body. So my mum had a cataract removed as well. Yeah, she had one removed, and my mum's type 2 diabetic. So I'm starting to think, which maybe Errol Spence is diabetic due to alcohol, because alcohol has a lot of sugar in it, doesn't it? Just my theory. To be 34 and getting a cataract removed is wild.
Yeah, maybe. It's
and getting a cataract even developed. Go and look at your glaucoma. And he was smoking weed, which is a thing that people with glaucoma usually try to medicate with, because it's proven to do quite well. Yeah, it's very rare. I mean, to be 34 and having a cataract.
That's he majorly abuses his body though, doesn't he? And going face first through
I was blowing up in weight, going up and down in weight, yo-yoing weight, all that. So,
but cataracts are received because of glaucoma, because of the build-up of your body not being able to do with the insulin and your glucose levels obviously not being regulated. And there's a lot of your glucose levels will be elevated because of the alcohol. There's sugar in alcohol, and if you're an abuser of that, a constant abuser of that would lead me to think, that's why maybe he's got this early onset of glaucoma, because it's usually granddads, grannies, and people a bit older that will come up with a cataract. You know what I mean? Why? And like being said, why didn't you get that pre-Ugas, after Ugas, before
he fought him before he flipped the Lambo over, when he didn't have all the injuries he caught. When he flipped the Lambo, he should have fought him then. But you're talking about giving Terrence 70% and this side of the street. So, listen, make excuse. You can make excuses. You got your ass whooped.
Yep.
And Terrence proved what we said all along. He was in a different level. You got your ass whooped, man. You're going to be making excuses about that when you're in your 50s. That's what you're going to be doing.
Yep. I mean, just imagine Deontay Wilder 10 to 20 years from now still complaining about egg weights, costumes, and
We don't believe you. You need more people. Rockefeller, students of the game.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
Rockefeller, students of the game. We passed the class because nobody can read you dudes like we do. Simple.
We don't believe you.
I mean, just imagine Deontay in his 50s talking about he still has the proof and stuff.
That crew, they're just come from the crew of deludedness. I don't know, the delusional set of lads. What
you talking about, mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Manny? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis?
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Okay, well, that's where we are with that. I don't know if we're going to get another fight.
I mean, if it happens, Terrence whoops his ass again, and he still beats him. So
cool. Get all.
Okay, you just had a cataract operation. What, you're going to fight him in 2 weeks' time? 6 weeks? No, you're not. You're not.
Yeah. So what's all this?
No tune up after that fight there?
Yeah,
man, stop it. You're not fighting Terrence Crawford again.
Yeah, just retire, innit?
Yeah.
He ain't going to be going into the 154 division with fighting these lads that their bodies are not breaking down and all of that. You know what I mean?
I think Tim would mess him. Tim would fuck him up. I think Tim would beat him.
If he's got issues with his eye and these injuries, you go fight Terrence again, what's going to happen?
Mash up.
Broke up again.
Then what the excuse is going to be after that? What the excuse is going to be after that?
That's what his excuse is. He'll be blind. So he's trying to tell us, right, that he went into that fight partially sighted, half blind. They cleared him. You know how funny even the doctors are when you get a cut over the eye, or if they go, oh, what, you can't see, it's fuzzy. They'll tell that ref, wave off that fight. Wave that.
Will not let Terrence Crawford fight. I mean, let Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford. He won't let it happen. They're talking about it because they don't want to concede that Errol has to bow to Crawford. But listen, see all that rematch clause? We take the rematch. That cap.
Yeah, you said that from ages. You said they just read that just to say.
I don't think Al wanted him to fight, but the first time, if he had it his way.
Oh, we're gonna fight him in December. Yeah, right. Right.
That arse whooping. After that mollywop. But here's this. I'll throw another caveat here. If you was really you had your glaucoma after that fight, you knew you went into that fight with glaucoma. Why was you in Ibiza shortly after that fight partying up? Like, why didn't you go and get the operation straight away?
Thank you.
That's what I was asking. Like, did he need more time to heal? Maybe get let more inflammations go down. But
he was in Ibiza, no beats. He was in Ibiza straight up.
You know what it is? It's coming time that you have to activate that rematch clause, right?
Yep.
And they have to do something. The
clock was running out. The clock was ticking. The clock was ticking.
You said it on the air as well. You said it on air. You said it on your. You said it on your show. You said it. You said, CHANN, it's just to save face.
It's to save face.
So just because he activated the clause doesn't mean he's actually going to go through with it.
And he activated the clause 2 days before it was run out.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Dylan White signed his paperwork to fight Fury at the last minute. Remember that? Remember how Dylan White let the clock run out damn near for the Fury fight, and he signed it at the 15th hour.
When they extended it though, didn't they?
Yeah.
They was like, all right, we'll extend it. It's run out, but we'll extend it because we really want this fight. Yeah. I remember that. This is what I'm saying. So I try not to pay too much attention. I did my report, and I don't want to pay attention flaming on these little lames. They're all lame. Like their fans are lame. His fans are lame. They come in your comments. They're lame. Half of them don't even try. Sometimes come in my comments. They just realise they're because they know they're lames. Do you know what I mean? So,
but CHANN, as far as Earl in the rematch, if he wins, I have no idea.
So when does the fight happen then?
How will he win, AJ? What? He'd have to bring a gun.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, Beats, have to bring a gun.
Even that would work. Terrence is a Terminator, bro. That dude's a Terminator.
There's nothing you can do, man. There's
Zero.
nothing you can do to him, man. He's not a big puncher, right? He never has been. He's a heavy puncher, but he's not a big.
Cumulative.
Right, he's a cumulative puncher.
Terrence was a bigger puncher than him. I've always said that. Always.
Yeah.
Like, always.
There's nothing he can do. Nothing. It's as simple as that.
Well, I mean, you know, he needs the payday. He needs last payday, you know, so.
He said you'd have to bring a gun, but you know that's what happens when you get thrown out of a car.
The person to beat, like, let's stick with 147. You move up a weight class, anything could happen. But at 147, yeah, the person who beats Terrence is not going to have a whole lot of alcohol in their system and a lot of partying in their legs and Lambo flips and like, cause listen, that Lambo flip messed it. It was a bad accident, man. It was a really bad. You can't go fight Terrence Crawford with all that baggage, man.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, you can. You can't fucking. You can't be we keep going to the car analogies. You can't be a Fiesta facing a fucking McLaren.
So what he said was partly true, right? That why do you think I was seeing all that? Yeah, you were seeing double, but even though you were seeing double, you could still beat you guys. You could still beat Danny. You try that with Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
not working, bro.
Not working. This is what I'm saying, but it was why the excuse now when he didn't have any. He's kept stum for about since July 29th, and now why come out with all of this now though?
He gave the game away as well. Like when one of the trolls said he was a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
said, but that one trick has secured his kid's future and his parents can retire, and he don't have to put a glove on again.
Okay. Well,
he's considering retirement.
You told us that one trick and that you are going to probably retire. Crawford, move along then. Move on.
Here's the thing, though. The only thing Errol Spence can do right now, right, more than likely, is tarnish what he's built. Because, okay, Crawford's beaten, but Crawford is elite. He's number one or number two pound for pound, whether you think you knew he's number one or thing. But if Errol carries on at 154 and takes a beating from somebody who's not pound for pound, then his resume drops again. And then what's he going to do? He's going to be chasing a dragon.
Yeah.
And he don't want to be there.
No, because he doesn't beat a lot of the 154 pounders not in this current state. Like I said, with these fresh young lads, they'll run all over him. They'll run all over.
They'll be looking to put his guts out on the street.
Yeah,
disembowel him because he's an injured fighter. He's wounded. He's broke up his body from bad living. Listen,
and then the accident,
inactivity, and everything.
Yeah,
cataracts. Errol, leave it.
Leave it in it. This is what it just sounds. Detached retina in the left eye, a cataract in the right eye. Looks like
he's falling to pieces. He's breaking apart.
He's breaking.
When I watched him fight you guys, right, and I saw you guys staggering him into the ropes and then stand back and let him recover, said, if this guy fights like Terrence Crawford, he's going to get massacred.
That's what at least I said to say that. I said Terrence would have never let him off the hook. The fight would have been over if he had done
it. Would have been over. It would have been over right there, AJ.
Done. He'd have finished him off. He'd have finished him off in that same round.
Kept him up. And we were saying that the other day that should have been a standing 8 count.
Yep.
You know something. You watched it. You guys looked shocked when he rocked it. That's why he was like, "Oh, what happened?" He didn't even realize he had him that hurt.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't even hit that hard. I'm not known as a super hard hit, and for him to be flying all the way back into the ropes, and if them ropes weren't there, he would have been on the floor. Ugas, that's why Ugas didn't step on the gas because he was in a state of fucking shock.
Crawford, Spence is like. The eye cataracts, the new teeth. Remember they say they weren't.
Oh yeah, the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that fight, but just Terrence had an answer to everything Earl tried to do, like everything.
And he sounds like he is slurring a bit more than he was.
Was he back on the sauce or what?
Yeah, there's neurological damage for sure. You can't mash up like that, and you can't mash up like that. That was when I looked at that flip. Yeah, there's no way. Your teeth got smashed out. Your eyes are all disconnected for sure. Your brain's lost a few brain cells and neurons.
And you know what the problem is as well, right? Two breakthroughs on like they should have pulled him out. By the 6th, they should have pulled him out. But Errol was so determined to try and beat Terrence.
Yep.
He was so determined.
Yep. I mean, so you got to admire his tenacity and his heart for that reason. But I was saying
nothing but respect. Nothing but respect.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying after the 7th, when Terrence dropped him twice, the fight should have been stopped there. I was like, pull him out, get him out now, please.
Once his face started going red and the bleed, and that should have been stopped then. Yeah, a few rounds back, and he was but I give him that. He's a tough lad, and it's Jamaican, so we do it. You see me? So I guess that's his Jamaican mentality. He's a tough lad, so I don't take. But the excuses is just making it like, let us just think you're tough, mate. And then there was the thing that he'd come in there, because Showbiz has said that he'd come in there, with broken ribs. I'm like, oh no, you can't come in that fight with broken ribs. You wouldn't, even if you would have been able to pass and do medical. I know what it's like. I
know he's got a lot of subs, and some people can say, "I'll beat you because you don't have as much subs."
Who cares?
They'll say anything just to try and keep their relevance.
Yeah. Wherever it goes, they'll say whatever that is there, and then say that you're unbiased, and it's just like you're not. You're just straddling fences. You just want to keep subs, and that's how.
He wasn't there with broken ribs, right? So Derek James, did Derek James know that? Derek James wouldn't let Errol Spence go in a fight with broken ribs. He could
come on now. You listen. Come on now.
Come on, man. Stop it.
I was in the comments on the Instagram. I went, no, sorry. I said I've had broken ribs.
Like seriously, I mean, if Errol really had broken ribs, that fight would have been over a lot sooner than it was.
Throw a shot. Breathing broken ribs is mad. Lifting your arms is mad. Anything. Listen, you saw even with what happened. I've had fractures twice. You see what happened with Ryan Garcia with the tank thing, because he'd come in the ring with a fracture or bruised ribs. Even having bruised ribs, you can't go into the thing. Listen, let alone fractured, and stop it. He didn't go in there. I'm sick of the excuses.
Yeah, too much excuses, man. Too much excuses.
Excuses.
Like Earl got his ass whooped by the better man, and that's what it is. So
what did you say about Wilder? What was the cryo chamber?
What did you say?
Wilder was in the cryo chamber too long.
Cryogate,
nonsense.
You're going on to him, fucking Cryogate.
Come to do what I do best, That's a site to get the fans what they want to see, At the end of the day, no one wants to see a 12-round fight. It's a whole bunch of heavyweights up here, and we're the hard hitters. And at the end of the day, people have things to do.
And then you go 12 rounds and
That's aging well.
And then you went 12 rounds and
lost every round.
I lost every round.
Total warfest that fight was.
God. Ugh.
Leon, did you watch that fight, Lee? The Wilder and Parker. Is Leon still there?
Yes, I did.
What did you...
Leon, who'd you pick to win?
I don't. We picked Wilder like losers. I was going back and forth. Sorry.
On paper, I had Wilder winning, but I knew that when they had the Joshua Wilder fight, if they both won, one of them was going to lose, and I didn't think it was going to be Joshua.
Yeah.
So I saw if there was going to be a flip up, it was going to be with Wilder and Parker.
Yeah.
I thought that too. I thought the same. If there was going to be an upset, it would be the Wilder Parker fight.
Yeah.
But I did still think Wilder would have landed and hurt him. I did think.
Yeah. He landed all right.
It's not like he did land, but it didn't hurt Parker. He shook it off.
He ate two of them, to my knowledge, of what I remember seeing. He pushed him back on the right, and then Wilder did launch, but he can't launch going back. And everyone's like, he did it with Hellenius, but Hellenius walked onto that shot square.
He did. He walked right into it.
Here's the thing, though,
right?
The 2 fights that he's lost, are his 2 best opponents. So even though he floored Fury, he got back up. And Parker didn't go down once.
Not once, you know. But fair play, neither did Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that's true. Like he did well to stay on his feet in the 8th. He did very well.
He did,
attack, boy. But that just shows you, this is what I'm saying. Parker's another one. He's a cumulative as well. He's got respectable, but he ain't a massive, hard-hitting heavyweight. But if AJ was throwing them shots, and they would have been cleaner, by the way, as well. Wilder would have been down round.
Yeah, he'd have been down. Yeah. He'd have got knocked. He'd have stopped and knocked out.
Well, it wouldn't have got to no fucking decision. That's why after people, you have to respect AJ's name out here. You have to respect him because, listen, AJ did go the distance with Parker early on in his career, but it was a comprehensive win. I mean, if AJ throws them shots, this is what I keep saying. Wilder, this hardest hitting in the division, I'm not sure.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
I think Joshua hits as hard, if not harder, than Wilder personally.
I've always thought Anthony Joshua hits harder. There's other elite geezers that hit harder. I keep saying it. Power is subjected to the level of. Remember Leon? That we used to say that to the level of opposition that you're facing. So
see, that's the thing. Like, so if AJ was fighting Tyson Fury, what people believe that AJ could have floored Tyson Fury a couple of times.
This is what I'm saying.
He's been floored by lesser punchers, cruiserweights.
This is why I never bought into. He hits harder than Ernie Shavers. He hits harder than George Foreman. How did we record this? You
know what the truth is, Chan, yeah? They all hit hard. It's skills that pay the bills. You need to get those skills. And the more the Saudi money is going to require him to fight skilled operators, not the rabble he's been fighting on the PBC. And he's got to come in shape, and he's got to get his skills up.
And he ain't got none, and that's why he's going to consistently rack up losses going forward because he's forced to fight top-level opposition now. You can't fight your Uber drivers and your bin men and your Tesco local cashiers. You ain't fighting them geezers. You're fighting top-level competition, at least world-level, elite, fringe world. There's enough man in the top, like 20, 30 that could still beat Wilder.
What he needs to do, if he needs to, I'll be honest, he could get back into the picture, but he's got to fight regular. You got to get, you got to get rid of Malik Scott, and you got to fight regular.
Get rid of him. He's just there for fucking payday. That's what you're there for.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
Malik Scott ain't got. Like I said, he talks a good game. He knows boxing coming from a mental side, and
I think he needs an away.
In the fight, Malik asked him, "Are you feeling blessed, bro?" You don't. You tell him you know what I mean? You need you give him the Emmanuel Stewart hairdryer. That's
Deontay Wilder's around too much peace and love at the moment, too much blessings, and he's with his wife too much. I think he needs to go away from camp, go away from his family, get angry, get frustrated, get angry.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do during training camp? That's what I thought.
No, that's what you're supposed to do because he keeps saying that he has sex in camp.
Oh no!
Well, you know what Hagley used to say? He didn't go training. I'm going to prison.
Yep.
Hagley used to hire this hotel in Cape Cod.
That shit literally looked like a prison.
It wasn't a prison. It was a dilapidated old hotel.
Iron bed.
Right, yeah. And just seclude himself off and prepare himself for his battle defenses. Yeah.
You saw Deontay Wilder roll up to Saudi. And they was going, no, but him and his wife has got different rooms. You think he wasn't having sex that whole time? He's
bragged about having sex before.
He walked into the ring drained, mate. She drained him before he got to the ring.
Because he was having sex. I strenuously believe that it's gone out of his legs. His legs look even smaller. He had no. He was in luxury. He had his bird with him. They're doing what they're doing.
He got the best rounds out of him that night. No,
Mr. James Ali Bashir was there, and he said Mr. James Ali Bashir was there, and apparently he said Wilder was putting all different types of weights in his pocket.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, he probably can't. He's probably a cruiser.
That's what I said. I said he probably could have fought there.
Yeah. He came in at 213, and that was with weights in his pocket. And he's there talking about egg weights. He's the fucking egg weight geezer. The audacity of it. You're the one that's got the egg weights. It's yourself. You're bringing them in your pocket so you can weigh more. You come in. He didn't look 213. I've seen Wilder fight at 213 before. He looked small.
He did look small.
He looked.
And he was so predictable. Like, he kept trying to throw that right over the top, and people would say, "Throw the uppercut, throw the left hook, throw the."
But he has no other punch variations. Nothing.
Don't have any punch selection. Nothing. Yeah. I mean, he didn't even I saw him jab maybe about 4 times in that whole fight. It was bad. We played it did we not play it last week? Of how it looked, it was sad when Julius did the angle. I was like, yo, this is wild. The hammer punching was crazy.
Started hammer fisting, all that.
Hammer fist was like,
I can't believe that.
Get away with that.
How do you get away with that all your life and you're a bronze Olympian?
Well, when you're carefully matched, it's easy. So.
Yeah, strategic.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, strategically choreographed. Why, like Don House said, strategically choreographed.
But this is just evidence. If he would have fought Klitschko, Dylan White, AJ, he'd have like 3 or 4 losses on his record by now, or 5.
More, you can come in if you want. Sorry, go ahead, AJ. Sorry, my bad.
I know I'm saying, but if he'd have fought all the guys he avoided, like Klitschko, Dylan White, AJ, maybe a couple, he'd have like 4 or 5 losses on his record, probably by knockout.
From morning, even from the geezer that floored him and they scrubbed it off the net.
Yeah, that Harold Sconey. Yeah. That was his first loss. That should have been his first loss.
Remember Steve? Steve was on there. Remember AJ? Steve?
I remember. Yep. He said.
He saw the Friday Night Live, the Friday Fights broadcast.
Yeah.
Right? And he said what happened. I was here.
He said he saw it. Yep.
If you can find that video, bring it up, man. Because I'd like.
Oh no, they scrubbed the net from that. No one can find it. They scrubbed the net.
No. Steve, if you could get the video when Steve was on there describing.
Oh yeah. That one. Yeah. Got you. Yeah.
He was at the Wilder Sconios fight, was he?
No. I asked him. He said he saw the clip, or he said he was there, and he said, yeah, that should have been a knockout loss for Wilder.
Was that on my show? He said
it was. He was here. Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Yeah. I'll ask him after I get off the show. I'll ask them. Will I?
Yeah. Check on what it begins. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. All right, let me put that as a
knockout loss. Yeah, should have been a
knockout loss. Would have got counted out. Yeah, that would have been a knockout.
Because, and like imagine that nobody posted that video footage up since that.
No one.
Yeah, it's gone. That video is gone.
Fight of his recent fights when he was on TV. You got fights of him fighting in the gymnasium, in his early fights, and that one's gone. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've seen him spar with Ergovich.
I found the articles talking about it though, so I'll track those down.
Yeah, but just no footage. Even when I did the report on it, I couldn't find any footage. I could just find it was a picture, wasn't it? It's still, and that was it. I don't even know if that's still floating around. I don't even know. Yeah, I remember seeing the still, and that was it. It's just so mysterious how they've just took that off. So, and then the fucking cheat to say Joshua's had a choreographed and fucking Molly.
It's self-reflection. He's really talking about himself.
So what about the Zhang fight?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, no. He better not. Oh Lord.
I mean, I think Zhang beats him. What do you think, Lee?
Yeah, I mean, you can only go on the last fight, isn't it?
The last fight.
I can't see him beating many people if he's going to fight how he did against Parker. He's become civilized. He needs to just go away from his family. He needs to get some hate in him. He needs to get some anger, some frustration. He needs to miss his kids, miss his wife, just miss good foods.
his girlfriend.
I think he needs
Go
to stay
to
away
some-
from the ayahuasca.
Oh, his
personally.
girlfriend. Sorry.
Like-
Yeah, he just needs to just get angry again. Get that, because he's got. The thing is, it's like he's lost that chip on his shoulder now. He used to have a chip on his shoulder about everything, didn't he? And it's like it's gone.
Rich, that's why.
Parker is a different target to Zhang. Zhang is easy to hit, man.
He is. But Zhang, if you get hit by Zhang, you're going down, especially that 200-pound geezer. Because if he put Joe Joyce down and demolished Joe Joyce, I mean, an on-form Wilder meaning that you can launch the right and you've got the killer mode activated, would beat Zhang, maybe. But maybe he's going to launch the right and Zhang ain't going to even budge, mate. Do you know what I mean? He ain't even going to budge.
I mean, based on what I saw, like if Deontay Wilder fights Zhang like we last saw,
Zhang's a good counter puncher, isn't he? And he just will stalk.
I mean, but Chan, but like if Wilder fights Zhang like we last saw him, Zhang knocks him out.
Mash him up.
Yeah, he knocks him out. He gets knocked out.
I think Joyce is a better fight for him. They're both coming off of a loss.
Yeah, he should have fought Joe Joyce.
Why not? Yeah, I could go for that.
Good idea. That's a better idea. Joyce v. Wilder.
Yeah, they're both 38, late 30s, coming off a knockout loss or whatever. So,
exactly the same
I mean,
age.
we're not lying. I mean, coming off a loss in general.
Yeah,
so.
they're both 38, both coming off a loss. Do them two.
No,
Joyce want to do another slice that salary bag.
Joyce is taking it easy on his first fight back. They said they're not going to give him up to spreadies.
I mean, well, I thought Wilder.
What Wilder is? I thought he was an easy fight for anybody.
That's what I thought. Wilder's an easy fight, surely, is he not?
He's
Chan, I told Chan, like Jail Patai would have beaten Wilder that night on the card.
No, because he's got beast mode. He would have. They weighed in the same.
Yeah, that's true.
They're both the same division. Wilder, if he really wants to do something, do you know what? Go down to the cruiserweight division, see if you can knock out a few people there.
Just imagine what Ajit Kabayel would have done doing him too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I know, this is what I'm saying. It just Wilder 2023 was the year of expose of a lot of fights.
It really was. It really was.
Tyson Fury kept saying that he was the only one who could beat Wilder. He's trying to protect his win.
Yeah.
I mean, it took Joseph Parker in just one fight to look good in any of your fights. Your first fight, you get dropped twice. The second fight was dominant.
Eileen, you went life or death to tear off from him and everything. Yep. You know the ones AJ's now going from Ngannou, probably stops him.
But we inadvertently have Tyson Fury to thank, because if he had shit the bed with Ngannou, we wouldn't have got this card.
Yeah,
that's right. That's very true.
The reason because I wasn't like, I was like, oh, AJ's fighting Ngannou, but then I realized why it was mapped out, because you may as well make the money. The IBF ain't even going to be available straight away like that. So go and get your money. Make Tyson Fury look like a further mockery again with another common opponent, and then go for the IBF with whoever, Ergovich, whoever, in the summer for real, and have a good maybe towards the, and then have the winner of
I don't know. Chance Eddie Hurt said that's the plan actually.
Fury and Usyk.
Eddie Hurt said that's the plan. After the Ngannou fight, AJ is going to fight Hrgovic for the IBF belt probably.
What up, Echo? What up, Echo? What's happening?
I'm good. I just came in to see what was going on today.
Mate, we were just talking about Tyson Fury shit in the bed, basically. Be fighting Usyk, as we know. Wilder, supposedly, but it hasn't been confirmed, Zhang. But what has been confirmed, AJ Ngannou. We're just talking about Wilder looking like he really wasn't 213 pounds, because James Ali Bashir did state that he did have egg weights in his pocket to weigh in a bit. What do you see with all what's going on here with the heavyweight division? Do you see the Zhang fight a good fight for Wilder? Do you think it's a winnable one, or what do you reckon?
I don't think you should fight Zhang, to be honest. No. Not at all.
Yeah, should leave it.
But if he does, it could be really bad for him. I think he should fight somebody that he can beat, but I'm not even sure he can beat anybody in the top 10, to be honest.
Yeah, I've said the same thing. Not sure he could beat anyone in the fucking top 20, 30 at this point. It's going a bit fucking daddy dire, mate. I don't know. And where do you think AJ, with the route that he's taken, going to fight Ngannou? Because I mean, everybody's like, oh my god, I've seen Fury fanboys talking about, oh, why is AJ? Whether you like the ranking or not, it is mad. It's a matter, but at least he's a ranked fighter. And AJ's not a champ at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Go get the bag. You lot want to slow me down. We did sign off Wilder. You lot are trying to act like I tried to duck. Because do you know what? Wilder went on 78 and said, oh, the reason why Joshua felt so, I made Joshua get that win because I put that energy. You know when I
good Lord.
Yeah, I listened to that the other day. I was thinking
of that, which 29
delusional if he's thinking that.
Huh?
I think if he's saying those things, he's just being delusional or just making things up. Because
he's being
that's not true at all.
This guy's just a it's just they're all lames. Wilder and Fury, they're two peas in a pocket in a pod, because Fury's radio silent because he's realised the shit's hit the fan and all this middleweight business that you're probably going to lose to this so-called middleweight. So I mean, I've still got Usyk beating Fury. I mean,
me too.
I think he can beat him as well, for sure.
I think Fury beats him.
Do you think, Lee?
I think he's going to beat him. I think he's going to pull it out of the bag.
Upset. It's not even an upset. He's just a better fighter, in my opinion.
By the way, Beats, what do you think? What do you got?
Fury.
Listen, it's a tough fight.
Both ways, yeah.
I think Fury could possibly pull it out. But it's hard to say.
I don't think it's a tough fight, Beats. I think we're making it just to give credence to both fighters. We're making it because I remember when people said it's going to be a tough fight for Terence Crawford to beat Spence, but he'll beat him.
No.
But it wasn't at all.
On the canvas once or two times. It's on record, and I think people say maybe it's a tough fight just in case because we feel that it should be a tough fight of the expectations of what we've got as the current WBC. Stand with Ali.
I told October Red that the Crawford fight might be a lot easier than what people are expecting. They might want it to be a hard fight because of how long we've waited and how anticipated it is. But this fight here, you're like Fury's going to have probably a 60-pound weight advantage, man. Or
it don't matter though.
It won't matter if he fights the right fight. It won't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. This ain't the first time in boxing.
If he can't budge him with his punches, then what?
Yeah, but you're scoring as long as you score.
Yeah.
But who's done that to Fury? Just scored, and he ain't.
Ngannou did.
Yeah, he did.
That's a good point.
He did. I had him winning. Chad will tell you. I had him winning.
I rewatched it. I had him winning.
Yeah, we all had him winning.
I weren't trying any bias. I was like, let me see this.
Me neither. I put on my objective hat. I watched the fight clearly. Ngannou was the winner on my card by a point.
Yeah.
How would you do against Ngannou? I think he'd beat him, but would he look any more impressive?
He'll dance round Ngannou. He'll dance round man there. You're going to have to catch the Usyk unless he's on the super. Like, he can get beat. Unless he's all of a sudden from the Daniel Dubois and that's the consistent thing and then we're just seeing him sliding, then cool. Then you may beat him. But, I mean, it's pretty easier to beat. I don't think it's going to be as hard as what everybody says. I think Usyk's going to make a total mockery out of Tyson Fury.
I think he's going to beat him anyway. I've always said that.
Yeah, I've seen Usyk doing his training and he's all happy-go-lucky with the two kettlebells in his hand and flicking them up and catching them and everything. And I'm like, this dude is fucking...
And plus, I think Usyk has gotten into Fury's head. I think Fury's really rattled at the fact that he can't scare him.
Yeah, Tyson Fury's gone radio silent because he knows he's going to get beat by this.
He knows he can't intimidate him. Usyk's not scared.
He's not a Vladimir Klitschko where you can get in his head and do all. Listen, you've got to catch Usyk. I just don't see. Obviously, it's boxing, and he's going to get caught with a few.
He's a tricky southpaw. That's the problem.
Tricky southpaw.
And also, the key to beating Fury will be to keep going to the right, to his own right, not on the outside of his foot. That's the key to the fight. And use
Straight
the
left.
left
Straight
round
left.
that. Move to Tyson's left. Yeah, but to his right, to his own right. I mean,
he already beat Joe Joyce. He who else did he fight? That he's always fought. He's fought a lot of then.
He wiped out. He cleaned out the cruiserweight division, and the world beat all the best guys there. Took all the roles.
Lads, just even, with his like 300, 400 amateur fights. I mean, I'm not saying that you've seen a million Furies because there ain't a million Furies. I'd be lying if I said that. But I mean, there's not much that I don't know what Fury does that's like superiorly.
Well, he's got 85-inch reach jab that's still got to get past. Right?
That's a Mazza.
Jab.
Yeah.
And that saved him against Ngannou. It saved him.
Yeah. That is a mad one, the 85 reach. What's Joshua, 84, 83? Yeah, them two's got a mad long reach. But I mean, Joshua had an 84-inch reach. Well, he's 83.
Those nullified that.
Usyk still danced circles around him. Granted, Joshua did better in the second fight. I mean, Fury's going to have to hit down his trajectory. And people think that Usyk's really that short. He's not. He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's not small. He's not that small.
Not small lads. I mean, it's not a massive punch down trajectory, really. I mean, yeah, I think it's just going to be. I said it. I just think Fury's going to be mocked.
It will be the battle of the outside feet, battle of the feet on the outside. That's what wins the fight.
And I don't think that once he gets mocked the first time, I don't think there'll be no rematch, and Fury will take his bag and take his money and gone. And you might just have to see AJ versus Usyk AJ 3 trilogy.
Yeah.
And then I'll give AJ more of a better chance of beating Usyk by that time. Be going into his. How old is he, AJ? You always know his age. Is he 36?
31.
34.
No, Usyk.
Usyk. He'll be 37 next month.
Usyk might retire though if he beats after.
He said that, didn't he? He said he's got
football contracts.
Yeah, he's got a football contract. See, this is what I'm saying. Unless everyone's like AJ's still a bit of a youngin compared to and in mileage. I mean, Fury's 35. But he's got miles on the clock where, them Wilder fights. Both of them ain't look like nothing since they fought each other.
Yeah, that took a lot out of both of them.
But who said it on their commentary? Did it really take a lot out of them? Did they have anything in the beginning? Weren't they just overinflated in the first place?
I think so.
Hype jobs anyway.
They used each other to prop each other up with the trilogy.
I mean, you could say that the killer instinct's gone. You could say the killer instinct's gone with Wilder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean, he never had.
He's gun shy, really.
Yeah, he was though. Round 11 was his best round, and I still didn't give it him.
The thing is, when you get battered in a fight, it's worse. That's worse than getting knocked out cold and getting caught in the first round. Like Hearns when he got knocked out by Aaron Barkley.
Yeah.
Yep.
He didn't get beat up. He just got knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, and he was dominating Barkley for the first 2 rounds. He just got caught.
And then just a swift knockout. Then
Bam.
Also Tommy Morrison with Mercer. Mercer was getting pieced up.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And then it just shifted.
But those knockouts like that, when you get battered throughout the fight, like Crawford beat Spence, they're career-ending fights for a lot of people.
Yeah, because chunks are being taken out of you. You can't. You're not really. This is what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah, I just think Usyk's got the upper hand. If anybody can tell me what Fury does better than Usyk, let me know, and I'll analyze.
I just think Usyk's he's used to fighting bigger, stronger opponents, and he's basically seen and encountered our styles. So
I think he takes the shot to the body a bit better than Usyk. Usyk's got a problem with that.
Yeah,
that's where Usyk can get fucked up because Fury
he can train for that though.
No, some people that's just your Achilles heel. Like that's like Dillian White. He can't train.
I don't mean to take it. I'm about to avoid it.
To avoid it, yeah, but he's got a lot.
Technical wise.
I mean, he's going to have to move, and I mean, Usyk's a move, but he could get caught with a nice.
I mean, let's just say like if Fury did, intentionally target Usyk, that still leaves him open for counters when he drops his hands.
Yeah.
So
and Fury will go dirty. He will go low as well. He will go for low blows.
He will. He will. Fury's a dirty fighter.
He elbowed Ngannou in the face.
Yeah, that was pure elbow. That was.
Is he going to more Usyk? Is my point. Like lean on him. I just don't know. I just don't see it. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I can't see it. I ain't seen that happen to Usyk ever.
I don't know about leaning. I can see more elbows and the low blows and that kind of dirty boxing coming in to rattle Usyk, and
they pull on his head for sure. They do like a necktie or like a Muay Thai fighter. He'll do a lot of that and lean on him if he can. But
fucking shouts out to. I mean, I think we had a really good year in boxing last year, and then just hopefully we continue to have a good year. I mean, we don't know what the PBC's doing.
It's off to a great start already with the Barroso win.
So what have we got to look? Who's fighting this weekend before we close out and everything?
We got the Smith Turbia card. Christian and Billy is on it, who I'm a big fan of. I really like watching the fight.
Christian
and Billy.
I don't know who's that. What weight is that?
168 contender, number one in the WBC. Real good pressure fighter, big puncher. So.
Yeah,
He actually had a fight of the year candidate last year with Carlos Congora. That was a really good fight.
Yeah, I know his name, Christian Billy, 168 pounder. Yeah. And then who else have we got?
Mayer, Tassa Jonas.
Mayer Jonas or Jonas Mayer, my bad.
We got Munguia versus John Ryder too at the end of the month as well.
Yeah. Munguia.
Ryder,
yeah.
Yep.
John Ryder. Yeah. Shit.
Ryder always gives his best, doesn't he?
Ryder gives his fucking all, mate. Yeah.
It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a really good fight.
I'd love him to win.
I'm rooting for John.
Great for Jaime Munguia. But there's always a way that Jaime Munguia seems to find to fucking win, which is annoying. But I mean, if Ryder can,
if it goes the distance, he's not losing a decision. That's guaranteed now. So you got to knock him out. You got to stop him and knock him out.
How nearly Deverenchenko did to him.
Yeah.
It has to be one of the ones and just keep applying that pressure. But I don't know. Maybe you can do it. Maybe not. So we got Smith Baturbiev. I see that Yard's fighting. He's coming into, but Yard. There was a fight. I'm sure Anthony Yard's got a fight or something. I saw it.
The Scottish guy. It's not against Jack. What's his name? Zach Parker. Is he fighting Zach Parker?
Is it Zach Parker?
That could be a possibility.
Was Zach Parker moving up to 75?
That's what I heard.
Really?
It could be.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I don't like Yard needs to. He keeps fighting the lads that are getting pulled up. So the last lad he fought was a 168 pounder as well.
Late replacement guy in his 40s.
Oh, he was a 160 pounder and moved up 2 divisions or something. He was 1 or 2 divisions below, and it was just like, I don't know about that. Okay, Zach Parker. Let me put that down. Yard versus Parker. Interesting. Muy interesante. Okay, they're decent fights. And then you've got this fucking lame. Sorry, you've got Ryan Garcia.
I know it's still good to be true.
You said it, AJ. I think you did say that.
I was never confident the fight would happen.
Floyd, and Floyd. You need to stop. And it's Floyd.
Floyd as an excuse not to take the fights, man. That's what they're doing.
Liz, I feel that. Yeah, but if you're around someone that you see as a great like that, Floyd Mayweather, and he has you as a mentor, when are you going to go against him if Floyd goes, Rolly's a hell of a fighter. He's a 5-star fighter.
Oh God.
If you hear him say that and you've got Floyd schooling you, telling you about the business of boxing, and this is what we did for Tank, the guy that fucking stopped you, are you really going to turn around as an ignored and enamored 25-year-old, 26-year-old and go to Floyd Mayweather, fuck you, I don't really care what you're saying, I'm doing this. You're going to go with what Floyd said. Floyd's the master of manipulation and tactical manoeuvres, mate. It's Floyd.
Haney would have beaten Garcia anyway.
He wouldn't have.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I always thought. Even a lightweight.
Yeah. And he said he wanted, he wants big legacy fight. Then you're coming up the escalator talking about, you do your 35K fight. That's a 1,000,000% Floyd talk. That's Floyd.
That's why.
I mean, honestly, I'm not.
Loma.
I'm not even necessarily. I kind of understand it in a way because, like, all right, you hold up. Okay, so 2 guys who are title holders: Devin, who's a risky fighter, the idiot retard. Well, I'm choosing the idiot retard. So
that's fine, but you shouldn't have said Devin in the first place.
But exactly, yeah. But what makes it worse is you called out Devin and you acted like you wanted to fight.
But he called out Devin after Devin's hot win.
Yeah,
when Devin was a hot.
That's what makes it worse. If you were targeting Rolly all along, no, then okay, I get it. But you weren't doing that.
It wasn't.
You even had Oscar De La Hoya coming out saying, he sent me to make this fight happen, and now you've made Oscar look like a damn idiot. Now you got to now talk up this Rolly fight. I mean, if that's on pay-per-view, don't ask me to pay for it because I ain't.
I can see Garcia eventually going on to the influencer things for that money.
So could I.
Seriously, I can see him going down that way.
He just moves to.
He's there already. Honestly, you can make the argument he's there already. Just
Yeah, I think Ryan just needs to go to 147 already. You're not even a 140 pounder. You did one fight at 140. Everything else has been catch weights and all of this. You can't even make 140, mate. He's a big lad. Beats. I do have to say, I do think Floyd's got in his ear because he's talking like Floyd.
So all right. So when they were both at 135, when they were both at 135, him and Haney. And he was eliminated. Was Floyd in his ear then?
No, but that was a different thing. But I mean, he knew he ducked. He wasn't really.
He's never wanted that fight. He's never wanted the Haney fight.
Clout chaser.
No.
Yeah, he's always been a clout chaser, but I just feel that he sounds like Floyd talking about go and do 35,000 pay-per-views. That's what I feel that it sounds Floyd.
Chan, that's just code that I don't want to fight Devin because it's too risky. That's all that is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mate, I mean, like Oscar said, it's a conflict of interest having Floyd in as your mentor, which it is a bit wild. I mean, it's cool because Floyd, I love Floyd, but I mean, it does sound like he is a bit being Floyd. He was so on to legacies and he did the tank thing, was like, yeah, Ryan, so he wants to set the trend that these fighters are not taking fights, that legacy fights that they should be taking. And then in one swoop, he just went on to just all of a sudden sounded like Floyd. And like, well, it don't matter about 35K, mate. Just make the fight because it doesn't mean it's going to be 1 million pay-per-view just because you.
But it'll still sell well. It'll still sell well, I think. So.
And it's still be a fight. I mean, yeah, he's a hell of a fighter.
I mean, whenever these guys say like, "Oh, they don't sell, they don't draw, nobody knows who you are," that's nonsense. No, you just don't like your chances. That's it.
No, that's the new duck. That one's the new duck. Yeah, that's the new duck talk. But I mean, I guess, like I said, ultimately it is these guys' decision whether they want to do the fights or not. But it's just fucking disappointing. But we should be used to Ryan disappointing us. Ryan, the disappointment Garcia. Remember he came out just one day, didn't his bird just have a baby? I didn't even know he's married. And in one foul swoop, congratulations, but guess what? I've been divorcing this bitch.
That's fucked up. That's true.
Please give me some privacy. I'm like, bye.
Could have waited until she was discharged from the hospital at least.
He's a queen, but this is going to sleep. He's a queen, but this is going to sleep.
Yeah,
the thing is about the pay-per-view, it takes 2 people to build that up. Like Ryan and Tank. That was always going to be good. But what did Tank do with the other guys? He didn't do anywhere near that much.
Thank you.
So
Ryan never did a pay-per-view before, like.
Never, and he's never done one since. So if
what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Yeah, if you're
I can see. Sorry, guys. I can see where there will be a dispute with Garcia and Haney because both of them are going to claim to be the A side.
Doesn't matter, does it? Just make the fight.
and they're not going to agree on the money.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said, Lee. He said, and on Twitter, he said Garcia Haney, and Haney went, no, it's Haney Garcia. In my opinion, it's Haney Garcia. Why ain't even had a fucking world title? I don't care if it's A-side shit.
That's what I'm saying. Devin is the more accomplished. He's been undisputed. Now he's the 2-division champion. You know what I'm saying? So, Devin's in the driver's seat as far as I'm concerned.
What up, Champ Ross? Champ Ross. Champ Ross's Fantasy Boxing Prediction League. Hit up Champ Ross. Hit up Champ Ross on Facebook as well, and join this league because it is a fun league to be a part of, the Prediction League. So yeah, shouts out to my guy Champ Ross.
By the way, Chan, I just checked Anthony Yards. It's on the undercard of Hamza Shiraz versus Liam Williams on the February 10th, and his opponent is to be announced. So, but Beat said it was Zach Parker. So, but if that's the case, it hasn't been filled in yet.
And when's Ball at CSEs?
Good question. Hold on, let me check.
That's February, isn't it? Is it February 9th? I've got in my head for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't look at their last presser because I don't know if it's going to happen. 1 minute this is always on off. Tickets now sell.
February 3rd. That's when they got it penciled in. February 3rd.
They're Feb 3rd. Hopefully that one happens as well. I mean, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Well, this little list looks cool. Hopefully it happens. We're all going to be on standby. We're going to watch Beats do his commentaries. I hope you guys watch me do our commentaries. We're going to call these fights live. Jump on everybody's hangouts and all of that. So far, it looks like a decent run. Like for us as the Brits as well, like we're involved in some really good fights, as in Shiraz Williams, we got R. Smith, we've got Christian Billy's British as well, isn't he? Or Irish? What is he?
He's a French Cameroonian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the one that I know. Then I'm thinking of a white geezer.
He actually fought. Let me see. His last fight was he fought Demond Nicholson, the guy Demetrius went the distance with. But yeah.
Pull him up. I don't know. Let me see.
I'll send you some highlights. I'll shoot you some highlights of him. He's actually pretty good. I really like him, Billy. He's good.
Let's see what he looks like, and then I'll see if it. Because the geezer I was thinking of. I know. Do you know who I was thinking of? That idiot, the one, the Irish black geezer. He fought the other day. What's his name? Okanu. You know who he is, and he had a lackluster performance.
McCarthy.
No, the black boy, but he's Irish.
Who? What card was he on?
Knows him. He fights at. Does he fight? Is he fight at 68 or 60? Akaku or whatever his name. What's his name? Come on, you guys.
Oh man,
I've got no idea.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Beats knows who he is.
Beats, you know who he is?
Ajaku. His name's spelt in Irish. Is Beats still there?
In the middleweight.
You know who he is. You know who he is. He's a 160 division.
160.
Yeah, 160 or is he 168? 160. He's Irish. He was born in the UK. Black lad, light skin. Grew up in Ireland from at the age of maybe 5 or 6.
Damn, I'm lost.
You not being serious.
I don't know, Chan.
160 boxer from Ireland, but that's so vast. Middleweight, top division. Look at Irish, 160 pounds. He's got a name. He's got a name that's spelt. You pronounce it different of how it looks. He was on a card the other day. I thought you was talking about him. Beats knows exactly who he is, but Beats ain't there. Where are you, Beats? Beats knows exactly who he is because Beats called it, and Beats did a commentary on him as well. This little lad, he's an idiot. He's a dickhead because he actually blocked me on Twitter for nothing. He was a dick.
Oh, the fighter did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I was like, you're born in... I said, you're from the UK. And he didn't like it. And he was like, and people was getting on like, why are you attacking the girl? She's only said what she said is correct. And then he blocked me. And it was like, everyone was like, yo, that was about a year and a half.
You can say hi to somebody on Twitter and get blocked you, really.
Pull up the ones... AJ, pull up the 160 division.
Oh, I got it. Let me see.
He's about what would he be? 10-0?
Was he middleweight? You said he's middleweight, right?
Or something like that. You're not, yeah, middleweight. I think he's 160. I want to say he's 160 pounder. Where's Beats gone? Beats is on mute. Yeah, Beats is on mute. Maybe he's doing something.
He's Irish, or
yeah, he's Irish. He's Irish. Yeah, he's Irish. Black lad, but he was born in the UK. But he's which division? Champ Ross. He's 160. You lot do, because we watched him on the card maybe about a month ago, or no, not even that. Maybe about 2 months ago. I mean, about 3 weeks ago, just before the Christmas, midway through December. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Damn.
Pull it up. 161. He's not. Is he ranked? He might be 10. No, not Gongora. He'd be probably top. It's not going to be top 10 rated.
Let me see.
That's the last thing that I do. This is the geezer who I thought you was talking about, but I can't even. His name is Irish, so it's not how it looks. It's not how it's pronounced. So I can't even type it in. If you get what I'm saying. Oh, for fuck! What's his name? 160 pounder.
That is completely off my radar.
Everybody has to bring him up. Yeah, I know. We'll have to get it. We will get it.
No, we got to find out who this guy is now.
Yeah, we've got to.
Mama Gescu? No, it's not.
No. It's like a jar. If Beats was there, he would say it. Ojaku or because he's got an Irish first name, but you can see he's a derivative from an African.
Are we talking about?
Yeah.
Beat you back. Okay, B, yeah.
Marijartan.
I thought Christian Billy was they was telling me he's a black guy. He's a black guy, but then I thought it was the white guy. Then I thought he could be the other geezer that fights the Irish guy. Ojaku or whatever. What's his name? Yeah. That's it. Yeah, see, yeah.
What's his name?
Comit this geezer. Yeah.
I never heard of this guy.
Ojaku. You know,
Troy Williamson last time. He beat Troy Williamson.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Then I was like, is Christian Billy this guy then? But I forgot his name. No, and he fights at 160 in it, and Christian Billy's 168. And you're saying Christian Billy's black, right? You're saying, right?
Yeah, Cameroonian French. Yeah.
And I thought Christian Billy was
154. He fought. I think his last fight was at 154.
Who? Ojaku?
Yeah.
No, did he go down? I thought he's 160.
Well, he I always thought he was going to be a 160 pounder, but he fought correct at 154. Yeah.
Yeah, because I always thought he was too small for 160.
Yeah.
And when you got to say this geezer was 168, I'm like, no, I don't know who he is then. Christian Billy. I don't know who Christian Billy is.
He's quite vicious, you know.
Is he?
I think he's pretty good. He's good. I like him. I like him a lot. He's really good.
Let me have a Ganders try and fight.
Kind of Mike Tyson-esque in how he fights, pressure fighter. So.
And what did you say? He's French.
French, but he's based in Canada though.
How do you spell his name? Christian A-N, and then Billy
Christian Billy M-B-I-L-L-I. Yeah.
Oh, L-L-I. Yeah, I've got that. And it's not. He ain't come up. Boxer. Let me have a look. Boxer. Christian Billy. Yeah. Why don't he come up then? Oh, Chris. No, M Billy. It's M Billy, yeah.
Yeah, M-B-I-L-L-I, right? Is it that?
Yeah. I'm telling me, yeah. That's why it's not coming up. I'm like, M Billy, yeah. You thanks, chat, because you lot was saying that, and I didn't know what you lot was meaning. French.
Right. Laurent Richards. Let's put him in there with Laurent Richards.
Oh God, he's so boring, Beats.
Oh yeah, he is a bit boring.
Laurent is so boring. Fundamentally sound, but boo to him, man.
He is a bit boring.
Chan, you need to watch his fight with Carlos Gongora. That was like a fight of the year candidate last year when Billy and Carlos Gongora.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, I see it here. Carlos yeah, someone was saying that in the chat in Gongora. So there he is.
They did this. Oh, that was a war.
What on, and what promotion? Because I've had
he's usually ESPN Plus for the most part, because they show a lot of his Canadian fight cards. So
yeah, then no, I haven't seen this geezer. Then, if that's the case, especially with the Canadian fight cards, I haven't really tuned into them.
Yeah, he's currently ranked number 1 with the WBC at 168.
Box rec. I mean, okay. You're not saying 25-0 though, 21 knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hard hitter then, that you lot are saying then, yeah?
Yeah, he can punch. He can punch.
Hey, Jay,
sure.
Is Jonathan Makayo on NBC over there?
Who's snoring? Someone's asleep and snoring.
Uh-oh.
That might be figures.
Okay, might be Leon.
Is Jonathan and Mayor on NBC over there?
Yeah, it is for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Natasha Jonas and McKay. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, isn't that not on ESP? Is that not on ESPN then? No.
No, they've got a little deal with NBC now.
Yeah, because they got that deal. Yeah. So
it's on ESPN Plus. It's on ESPN Plus for us. So.
Yep. Yes, it is on ESPN. So this boxer thing with the NSBC beats, I haven't seen still one fight. One of the fights got cancelled. Which one was supposed to go on there?
I mean, they also show fights on Peacock out here as well. Also, some.
What happened to that deal though? That deal was supposed to be massive, and now I've heard nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of went dead, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm still looking at this geezer, the Christian and Billy. So he's he's French, Orthodox, 5'8.5".
Even though I love Tasha Jonas, I got Michaela Mayer winning. What about y'all?
Have ya?
I do.
Oh, I've got Tasha.
Yeah, I want Tasha to win, but I'm not picking her though. I don't
know. Let me just not. Who have you beats? Have you thought about it?
I don't want to be biased. See, that's why with Callum, I had to know, but Turby was gonna win. I wanted to pick Callum, but I said, let me not be biased. You know what I mean? Let me not be biased. You know what I'm saying? But I think Natasha can beat her. You know.
I thought Natasha would have a chance.
I think she's a puncher. I think she's the bigger puncher, but in terms of Michaela Mayer's boxing ability,
Michaela Mayer's the bigger woman, though, isn't she?
She is. Yeah.
And she put
even though they both fought in 130 before, but she's always been bigger.
Fat man, like I'm not.
Well,
thing. I mean, let's come over here, Shay. Yorkshire pudding on a roast, and yeah.
Why is she bloated like that?
English breakfast and everything. You know what I mean?
Festival, she's eating everything. Fried dumpling. I don't understand why, because she's gone up in weight, why she's swollen. You can go up with.
She looks bloated. That's what she looked bloated to me. A little bloated.
Yeah. I saw it.
I guess she's gaining the weight naturally, I suppose. So
you know what it is though, because she's the growing woman. Like she needed some food, boy. So she just went to town. You know what I mean?
She was boiling herself down.
Yeah, she needed some food. She
was at, what was she fighting at? 135.
130. As low as 130. 130. Yeah, that's where she fought Alicia at.
Fucking hell! And then and that. Do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, but with every fight she's had, she's been going up in weight. She had a next fight at 135, then at 140, then a catch weight. In the early one, like one on the welterweight. So it's like she's been moving up.
Yeah, so the catch weight for the welterweight thing.
Yeah,
and I mean, and Natasha said she's too small for 54. That's why she's dressed back to 47. I mean, I'm rooting for Tasha to win. I need to think about it, like who technically I think really does win.
Me too. Me too. But I think Michaela's just better technically. I do.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And then hang on. So this is a title fight then for Tasha.
For Natasha's IBF title at welterweight. Yeah.
Oh shit! So maybe Tasha loses her IBF title then, but she's still a 154 champ.
No. She gave up all the belts. She vacated those. They're gone. Yeah.
Them. So she's not you. So was she unified?
She was. She had them all except Terry's. That's why I wanted her to fight her in a rematch for hers.
Undisputed. Shit, she vacated all of them.
Got rid of them all.
Money fight for her to just be prepared to lose and just be adding up. Like, I don't care.
Yep.
Is it? Oh, I don't know then.
See? I think she's turning 40 this year too, if she's not 40 already. So
yeah, she's 39, 40.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my girl though.
She's an old girl now. She's getting on.
Yeah, she just looks younger. doesn't she?
Yeah,
She's got
she
back
looked young.
cute face. Yeah, she's lovely looking. Natasha Jonas is lovely looking, naturally lovely looking. Well,
I mean,
I don't know.
it's just Michaela's style, the youth. I'm just edging Michaela. I just got her in this, even though I'm rooting for Tasha. So
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. That one stumped me. Usually, off the rip, I can be like, give you a general prediction. Like I'm rooting.
Chan, I think you know the answer. You just don't want to admit it. You know, don't you?
It's a grand
I think Natasha's been used to fighting at the higher weights, so she hits harder. And like it's in the UK.
Bigger punch.
Yeah. I think she can.
I mean, but Michaela, she's durable though, man. She can take some shots. She's been in there with some heavy hitters.
Yeah, if you're taking punches like AJ, you're losing. You know what I mean?
No, I know. I mean, I'm just talking about like technically though. I think she's still better. So
she is fundamentally sound, but so though Sasha's got. They've both got both amateur background, but Tasha's been fighting at a higher weight and more than Michaela. Michaela ain't. So is she really been used to taking some big shots like what Tasha gives out big shots though? Yeah, I'm leaning towards.
I'm going for Tasha. I'm going for not Natasha. Tasha.
I'm going Tasha.
Yeah, I'm going
all right, we'll see, man. That's why I love this fight.
I'm going Tasha, but just edging. It's close. It's close. I'm going Tasha like 55-45.
I say 60-40. Michaela's player. I say.
No, I'm going 55-45. It may change as the fight. When's the fight on?
January 20th. Yeah, 20th.
Okay, couple of weeks.
It's coming up. It's coming up. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. It may change as I'll have to see because Michaela May is looking puffy out here, mate, and that might slow her down.
She had a double chin when I last saw her.
Still got one. She's still got a double chin.
Okay.
Tasha beats. That's made me realise she's got a double chin. She's not even looking too. You get me? And 10 days out, you're not even looking chiseled and in shape. Yeah, I'm going with Tasha all day. Yeah. Shouts out to you lot going for Michaela Mayer. We'll go for Tasha. Yeah. I've made up your mind, yeah. Sometimes you have to talk things out.
Yeah, I mean, see, with this fight, I'm getting the fight about the Regis and Devin fight. It's like, even though I wanted Regis to win, I was just saying, no, Devin's got this. I mean, like, I think he's that. I'm picking Devin to win. Even though I wanted Regis to win, it was just calling to me,
Devin was gonna, like, Devin
I was basing it on the styles. That's all. So,
I didn't think Devin was going to drop him, but I knew he was going to beat him.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd do that. I picked him to win on points, but I think he dominated as heavy as he did and dropped him. So.
That was a wild one. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, that's where we're at, guys. We've reached the end of the show. We've actually covered so much, even more than we covered literally the whole week and maybe a little bit change, which has been amazing. So I want to thank you lot and you lot that let me know where everyone can find you. Leon, I forgot Fight Fan. He does do the fall asleep. He has been at work all day, and I heard the snore coming through, so I had to mute him.
By the way, Chan, did you want to talk about AJ and Ngannou, or is that worth talking about?
I mean, AJ, you can briefly, everybody just give their thing with AJ and Ngannou to wrap up. In my opinion, let me just give you mine real quick. I think that AJ stops Ngannou, totally levels to this shit. There's levels. I like Ngannou. I love his story. He was another guy, had hard life, eating out of bins. It's amazing to see where he's aspired to. So I'm always rocking with him on that thing. But just on, there's levels. And I just think that he has got a good chin. AJ does got to be careful. But I mean, they say that with every AJ fight. AJ got to be careful until he totally starches them and runs through them for the most part. So I just think AJ's going to make a statement yet again. I think AJ stops Ngannou if waves him off. He gets waved off, and Ngannou's going to get waved off because he's going to get peppered. AJ's going to start peppering him, and I think the AJ that we're seeing at the minute is an AJ that is he's maybe hopefully going back into beast mode, but it looks like it's more precise. It looks like it's more mature. Looks like it's more experienced. It looks like he doesn't just want to rush in there head on and get and all that. It looks like he cares about how his faculties will be after the sport. So I'm down with it, and I think he stops Ngannou. Yeah. We'll skip Leon because he's sleeping, so we'll go to Beats.
Yeah, I mean, AJ broke up my boy. I like Ngannou as well, but AJ's gonna deal with him, man.
Levels. It's levels, isn't it?
Yeah,
levels. Go ahead, AJ. AJ.
That's pretty much what you and Beat said. Honestly, I'm expecting it to be a comfortable win for AJ. Not expecting him to struggle too much. And honestly, I just want to tell the Ngannou fans, don't be fooled by the Tyson Fury performance, because AJ is a whole different level of fighter, and don't make that. He's not going to make the mistakes that Tyson Fury did by underestimating him.
Different steps. Yeah, different steps.
And his levels. So, AJ stoppage and knockout for me.
Yeah.
Probably early.
I've seen you come off mute, so that means you wait, Lee.
Yes, I think AJ will drop him a couple of times, but beat him heavily on points. I don't think he'll stop him.
Oh yeah, you think it? But I can go with it. It could be an outpointing thing, but I'm just still going to lean towards a stoppage. I think he kind of should do to make it look really outstanding against versus Fury's. I mean, he can make him a mockery and then go 10 rounds.
I think Ngannou's going to be very defensive. He's going to be very cagey, difficult to,
especially once he feels AJ's power. So,
and he's got a good chin though, by that Ngannou. And they were saying it, that they're used to getting elbowed and all of that for real. So when Fury gave him an elbow, he was like, I don't know, and he just walked straight through it like so. Because it's true, they're used to getting elbows and kneed and all of these bones hitting their faces and all of that sharp edging. So for real, that's the only thing, that he has got a chin. And he said he thinks that AJ is chinny. Well, I said, well, you can think what you want. The guy that you beat down is the real chinny one, the one that you beat down. Don't get it twisted and walk into that fight thinking you're going to land just a shot and think you're just going to maybe knock out AJ. But anything can happen. But yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so that's your analogy. Echo, what do you think with that fight? How are you going to look for you?
I actually think it's not going to be easy as you guys think. I think it's going to be more difficult.
Do you think?
I think Joshua is going to get caught with some hooks. Maybe not on the straight shots like jabs and the straight rights, but he's going to get caught with some hooks. And it could get dropped as well.
Oh, so who do you have ultimately winning? Do you have Ngannou ultimately winning?
If Joshua boxes sensibly and he uses the distance, he should win quite easily. But if he doesn't and he starts to engage too much, I can see him getting knocked out.
Ooh. Jeez, what can I fight? I don't know what to play.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
I beat an Olympic gold medalist boxer, bro. Can't do it. And I mean, like AJ's resume in the game and his application to what he's doing, the hand speed, he's not beating Anthony Joshua.
That's when he fights the right fight.
Listen,
do you think Ngannou it's harder than Andy Ruiz?
He can't beat him, but he doesn't have Andy's hand speed and Andy's experience. I mean, like, he ain't got up from a knockdown like Ruiz got up to landing punches. You know what I mean? Can't beat him, bro. Can't beat him. He's gonna try hard though. He's going to try
hard,
but he's gonna be expecting that. I think
AJ's going to expect that. It's true. He doesn't even have a quarter of the hand speed of Andy Ruiz. He doesn't have a quarter of the ring IQ. He doesn't.
I know.
Old guy coming off knee surgery. And listen, if AJ hangs his chin out, I agree with the brother who said that he hangs his chin out. But he's not going to do that, man. He's not going to do that.
Well, he better not, because otherwise he kind of with the paramedics, AJ, fucking with an oxygen mask.
He's not going to do that. He's not going to hang his chin out, bro.
Yeah, it just would look stupid as an Olympian, a golden Olympian. AJ knows how to box. As much as what we say under
AJ ain't no Deontay Wilder. Like, look, Deontay, he's a mature fighter. He's not a Wilder, man. He applies himself to the thing. Like, I don't see Ngannou beating him. I think Ngannou will give it a good effort, but I don't see him beating him.
I mean, I think that AJ should win it for sure if he fights the right fight. Yeah, it should be easy for him.
But you've just thrown the butt in it, like
there's a possibility, because it could just get overconfident, get caught, and then Ngannou has the power for sure.
Yeah, think he. Hopefully, I know what you're saying because there's always a puncher's chance, but I mean, he's got so much to lose. It would like be, and as much as everybody slags off Ben Davison, do you know what? Leave them to it. They look like they're doing well. I can't be bothered. Whoever does it's what doesn't work for me. It's nothing to do with me who he teams up with. Like I shouldn't be so. If it works for AJ and it gets him the results, then I'm all for it. I mean, I've noticed Beats. Have you noticed how UK them are fraud? You know, because you know what it is right now that AJ's back. I mean, not back now that he's with Ben Davison and he's back in the UK and he's under that coach. Have you noticed all of them? You know, the lads, they're all like up his ass again. Don Charles, he would have been, oh, he's washed. He's this. Trust me. It's because of the aesthetics of it. If you get what I mean. Yeah, I've seen it. I'm like,
petty like that. They do get petty like that.
I mean, if that version of AJ shows up, the one that was in there against Waleem, no, that he don't lose. That version of it don't lose.
Yeah, so. I mean, it was a great. It was nice to see that mature AJ. Mate, parts of me, I was still impatient. Go on, hurry up, knock him out. But I realised what you was doing.
Yeah, he ended it in 5. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, and I'm down for it. I mean, there's a puncher's chance, Echo. There is a puncher's chance, but I think
I think there is. Also.
I think people need to stop saying that every fight that AJ is in. Oh, you know what? This is a tough one for him. I mean, maybe that's it. But then let me take that back. Continue to say
he's going to look. He's a strong-willed, very powerful Cameroon. He's going to try and walk AJ down and counterpunch. And listen. Once he catches a few of them body shots and a few of them jabs, let's see how willing he is.
How much he wants to walk down.
Yep.
But also, what I'm saying is that people keep saying that, every matchup for AJ is a tough fight. It's a tough fight. Well, then pick one. You say it's a tough fight, but you say his resume is rubbish. So how can they be tough fights if how can his resume be rubbish if everybody keeps saying, if you notice, Pulev, that's not going to be a tough fight for AJ, you know. The Andrew match, don't think he's going to do it, you know. Do you know what I mean?
Even Wallen, everybody thought that was going to be a tough one.
Him not. Klitschko, nah, man, it's too early in his career, you know. He ain't going to be able to do it. Like, Jermaine Franklin, well, Dillian White, you know, didn't look too good against him. For AJ, it might not be. Yeah, I mean, we keep seeing, everybody keeps saying this to the lad, and he keeps proving, for the most part, like I said, he has had his losses, but for the most part, one of them's been vindicated, and everybody acts like that never was. And he still did 24 rounds with arguably, you know, one of the greatest cruiserweights that we've got in this era, you know. So I mean, you know, people need to stop with this. Oh, every time AJ's match with someone, like, how comes when it's Fury 8 matches? Oh, he'll walk through, but he don't even have to fight that guy because he's just better than him. Oh boy, bye. I'm sick of that type of energy.
Yeah, they have to fight each other to know who's going to be the best.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so I'm just giving AJ credence. I do understand that there is always a puncher's chance. He's a big lad and all of that. But I mean, I would just hope to think that AJ's on it. He's got well-oiled cogs at the minute, and he's just firing.
His distancing was very good against Wallen. I noticed that. Very good distancing.
Yeah, it was.
And his punch selection was very good as well.
It's always been good. His punch selection's AJ's punch selection's always been good. And I mean, just coming off the violin win, he's got confidence and he's keeping the momentum. Other than some of the other heavyweights, do you know what I mean? So shouts out to him. I do think it's going to be. I think it's going to be, you know, a nice get the money and then you move on. You get me? Why not? Why not have like a interim or a filler fight? 40 million and 50 million.
And if AJ goes up there and knocks him out, there's another blow to Tyson's legacy.
Two birds, one stone. I'm down for it. At first I was like, but now I get it, and I see the you know, they're waiting for the IBF. He's always been waiting for people, and people stagnate him. Wilder stagnated him through his career. Fury's done that. He ain't letting anyone do it, and he's collecting the bag doing so. Whoever don't like it, they can fucking lump it.
So what happens if Ngannou wins? That'll be a real shitstorm, man.
I know you're gonna have to leave the building soon, mate. I don't know if he loses. It's just
that's disaster right there.
That's a real shitstorm then.
But I just don't think that's an option at the moment. I just don't think that's going to happen. But like I said, always a puncher's chance. But yeah, I just think there's levels, and he's a high caliber, elite level fighter, AJ. As much as people put him down, you can't just be a golden Olympian in one of the toughest Olympics of that year of 2012 and become gold. You know,
he's not going to fight unified champion Olympian. He's not with the KO percentage. He's not going to beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not.
If it was MMA, yeah, cool.
Yeah, all day.
Of course, MMA, of course.
Yeah, all day. All of them would get taken down and fucked up in MMA. And I mean, AJ, if you looked at who he's fought in the pros, some of them he's fought pros and beat them, and in the amateurs. Some of them he's washed them in the amateurs and then he fought them. He's fought more of a plethora of fighters in this heavyweight division. Even
he's the best of this era, really, even though he's not champion now.
Yeah, so I have to give him respect. He's kind of fucking cleaned up, you know.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
So I want to thank you lot for coming through like the Moag and Woo. I've had an amazing time rocking out with you lot. We are at the 3 hour and 20-minute mark. So I want you lot to say your last and final thoughts. Fight Fan Figures, Lee, if you're awake. Lee, are you there, Lee? Lee, are you there? Lee, are you there?
I'm going to say,
Lee, all right, let me start with Echo. Echo, I'll start with you and you can tell them. I know I rock with you on Blood Boxing, and it's nice to thank you for coming over as well over here, and you're always welcome to come over here, Echo.
Thank you. Yeah, I've had a good time. It's good to meet everybody and talk things through. Yeah, I'm just going to go, and hope you all have a good week and all the rest of the week. Yeah. And we'll talk again soon. All right, then. Okay.
Make sure you commented, and you'll subscribe. Okay? Make sure you subscribed.
I have, haven't I?
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Just make sure. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.
See you later. Bye, Echo.
Echo has left the ball dizzy.
And then we're gonna have Beats. Let them know where they can find you.
Well, Boxing Beats and Rhymes on YouTube, Black Boxer on Twitter, or X.
Yeah.
And I mean that's about it, really, people.
Beats is active on Twitter. I mean, there's always, there's always someone trying to come at you, isn't there, Beats?
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm active.
Yeah, active, and I like that. So you can always come in and chime in and get involved in the comments with us lot, mate. You know what I mean? So yeah, shouts out to you, Beats, man. Thank you for coming through. I've missed you. See, I know you do the rounds and you spread your love everywhere. So it's all good as the OG. We respect it.
Right, Chad. Take care, AJ. And to the other brother. Big up.
Salute, Beats.
See you later, Beats.
Holla, man.
Bye, love.
Boxing Beats and Rhymes is left the ball dizzy.
I love Beats. I do. As soon as I see him, boop, it always makes me have a smile. I like calling fights with him. I like going on his lives. I like when he's on my lives. I like his commentaries. I like his tweets. So there's just everything that I like. And I like he goes and he's the OG, and he'll go and grace people with his presence there and guide. He does the OG thing without being like, he's just a nice vibe, Beats. You know what I mean? So shouts out to my guy, Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Thank you for joining me. Then we've got introducing the fight. Fair figure.
It's been fun. Sorry if I zoned out a couple of times. It's like
I know. I forgot that he did that. I was like, oh, he's back. This is what Lee did. Nice.
But no, it's been fun. It's been fun. I'll definitely be doing it again.
Oh yeah, you know where to. Lee, if you got a wrench on there, you got to put yourself in the comment. You got to have a wrench so no one could be like it act, because a lot of people act like they're the people I rock with, and then they do nasty things. And I'm like, they clone your account. So I like to give like content creators and certain people wrenches, so I know it's them certified. So drop a comment in, Lee, in the chat, and then I can put a wrench on you.
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise, these people, they just do Some nut stuff, mate. They're still doing them things, Lee. They're still doing them things, dropping like nudes and you bring them up. Nothing ain't fucking changed, I'll tell you.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, nothing's changed. Let me see where you at. Are you, let's have a play. Live. Put you in the chat. There you are. Oh, yeah. Look, Lee's like, comment. There you are. Wrenched. Is anybody else? Yeah, there you go. Wrenched. There you go, Lee. You're wrenched. You're always welcome here. You know you're part of the furniture. You're part of the family. We love you. Always love you, Lee. So anytime I'm on, I'll hit you like normal. Like Lee, do you want to participate? Let me know you want the link. Come true like the motherfucking woo. There's other stuff, Lee, that would be good to have you on. Did you used to do the breakdowns with us? Did Lee do that with us, AJ? AJ, you used to be on panel with Leon. Yeah, you've been on.
Yeah, I was here. Yep.
You used to do the resume breakdowns with us. No, that was a new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a new thing. Yeah, that's just been us.
Okay.
And a few people, I think, Sporting Icons, and Blood just helped out. So
Shouts out to my guys, Sporting Icons.
They got to bring it back for one of those.
I love Sporting Icons. So Lee, we do like resume. But Lee, we're still doing the rewatch and point scores, by the way, as judges. So if you ever want to come and do that, we've actually got to get back onto that. We've got a list that keeps mounting. So you know what? You just holler anyway. You can participate as much or as little as you want, but you're always welcome.
No problem. Take care, guys. Appreciate that. AJ.
See you later.
Good talking to you again, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
Fat fingers is lifted.
And then there were two.
And then it's us two. As usual, it's usual para mí, usual para ti también. So tell them where they can find my AJ all day. AJ is one of my favourite people in fucking life. I love him to the stars and the moons.
So likewise, Chan, love you to the stars and the moon more.
I
you can catch me here. You can catch me here on the weekly wrap-up show. Occasionally on Twitter. I don't really go on Twitter that much anymore.
Don't use too much.
Not too much. No, I've been keeping my distance a little bit. You know, kind of just getting annoyed. Just that. God, it's too toxic, man.
And we'll be back with the. We've got to add with the Joshua and Wilder. We did slow down on that. We've got part 2 to do. We are adding their two new fights. So we're adding in Vilene and we're adding in Joseph Parker as well for that. So keep abreast on the community tab, and AJ will get something in. Maybe we'll do something this week.
Okay.
But I am doing a members only live on Thursday. You know, give back and you guys can talk about some stuff. So I'm doing members only live, which will be 6 p.m. Eastern. Let it just run, and you guys just, we chop it up about anything if what you want. That's on Thursday, okay?
Sounds good.
And then we'll get through with the Wilder, with the AJ Wilder. I'll talk to you on the flip side. But go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
All good. Yep. You can catch me here occasionally on Twitter. And then appreciate y'all tuning in. Always fun to be here.
Yeah. Thank you, AJ. Love you, and I will speak to you after the show.
Sounds good. Love you too, Chan. Take care, y'all.
AJ's left the boot.
Guys, and then there was just me. Oh, how Outlaw Boxing, what up, my baby? So guys, you know what happens. I'm gonna give you the members only roll call. So let's go with the members only. Guys, you should become members because I've got some really, really good guests. I've been speaking to some people, got some trainers coming through. So and I'm only doing it on members only because I gave you lot a great run without members only with the freeness. So I think you should join the membership. So let me call out my members only right now, my trusted members only. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to little old me. We're having a little stagnant one where we're trying to get to 5K, and we're like maybe about 100 under. So let's just get that. So we've got Zara K in the bootism, Tim Farrell in the bootism, Dan Martin 82 in the bootism, Dan Whiteside in the bootism, Robinson Watson in the bootism, Donald Rex DB in the bootism, Stephen T in the Bootism. Lisa Byers, my queen, my sister in the Bootism. Nesta Bedford, thank you for the super chat, thank you for the cash out, most importantly, in the Bootism. What up, man? What up, gangster? Thank you to Retro Boxing and Documentary for being a trusted and an always consistent supporter and member of my channel. Please go over to Blood Boxing's channel, Retro Boxing and Documentaries. He's got amazing Ali documentaries. He's got a lot of amazing documentaries. And then he also has Blood Boxing channel where we are able to chop it up, end up on the panels, talk about current stuff in the sport of boxing, which was happening all this today. So love you, Blood. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of my membership. Mi hermano también in the Bootism. Harlem's finest. Happy birthday to my sister. Arlette, Harlem's motherfucking finest. Arlette, happy birthday. Mwah, I love you, Arlette. Happy birthday. In the Bootism. Please stop watching mi hermano también. These lights a bit of rock. AJ all day, thank you for the cash apps all day and twice on a Sunday, and thank you, love you even more and more and more. AJ all day, in the Bootism. I miss my Charlo, and he's always stayed a member. And also, we're going to be doing the King TJ Thomas Jones fundraiser in February. Remember I said that, so stand by, that will be next month. Love you, King TJ, and miss you so much. Dr. P, Wales and Cardiff's finest. Dr. P, love you too, and wifey, hope you lot are doing well. Thank you so much for always rocking with me in the Bootism. And also, upload type el primero en el edificio, ya tú sabes. He was my first member. Shouts out to you, Haplo. So, guys, I want to say thank you for joining me. And you know what we do? We're here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the motherfucking truth. So help me God.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You know, always here for stats, facts, and data. You can have your opinions, no problem. But, you know, once we do have a fact, once we do have a stat, once we do have a piece of data, and we present it to you, it's a shutdown. You're going to have to keep quiet because your opinion then becomes null and void.
I have opinions just like anyone else. You got opinions. But unlike what you're doing is I bring facts, data, statistics, things you can go look up yourself.
R.I.P. to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels, in the Bootism. Knowledge is right, because knowledge is where? Knowledge is key. Oh yeah, we'll be bringing out some new music. So stand by. Shani is back. LadyChann is in the Bootism.
So if it one, not bad I see nothing because nothing not got one. Lock off your eyes, cock me, make you cock.
Shouts out to Flo Dan, and you are nominated for Best Grime Act in 2024 at the Mobos Awards. I got you. I am voting for you.
Them not like me, some not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Worst raised man, wanna inform up on Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping fly.
Recuerda, mi gente del mundo, mi gente de boxeo, estoy lista para ti, para todos. Sí, ya tú sabes, siempre.
Listos para los chingazos. Listos para los chingazos.
Estoy lista, always. So guys, you know, I am that bitch, always been that bitch, always will be that bitch, you know. And I massively appreciate you rocking with the female Svengali.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and you might prepare. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, style, let's go get Bulgari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes fucking repel that.
You lot have been amazing, and I just have to remind, we are at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity shiggity where? guys, thank you very much for coming through like my fucking woo. I am working hard behind the scenes. Don't worry, got some nice things, got some exciting things happening. I'm excited for 2024. And I want you lot to rock with me all the way. We're going to ride this motherfucking wave and we'll ride this go-kart until the wheels fucking fall off. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. And please just always hit the like button on your way in. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next couple of days. There is a members only live. Think about becoming a member because you're going to get some great interviews. And I mean some great interviews with some great people coming up and some members only live. So I want to say, anyway, I'm gone. Here you go, Liz LadyChann, rep none less. Oh yeah, hit the Cash App, $ LadyChann, done them. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at LadyChann. Follow me. Here you go, Liz LadyChann, rep none less. Come watch with Shan. Gyan. Man, you lot have been amazing. So I gotta say, LadyChann has left. Don't want to go. Shall I? LadyChann's left the booty. Thank you guys, you've been amazing. Gyan! LadyChann! Fight!